Entrepreneurship Development Center, I would like to welcome each and every one of you for this webinar. All the participants, I believe, will be joining us and joining the sessions as we speak. So we have a remarkable and esteemed panelists today, and our officials like Mr. Dr. Wang Sanga, who's the Secretary Planning and Program Implementation Department, the Chairman of EDC and the alternate Chairman of Mizoram, and our esteemed panelists, which is Officer Isarina, who is the GM of CB, Mr. Munsima, GMDIC, Mr. Lal Montoya, who is the CEO of Group of Industries, Mr. Jimmy Lalumpuya, MRD, Mr. Ichla Jumpuya, who is the Chief, and Mr. K. Samuel Mingasum, who is the Manager of RBI, and Mr. Manager, National Insurance Company, and all the participants and guests. I'd like to welcome you once again for this webinar. We all know that we are at a challenging time with restrictions and lockdowns and individual freedoms curtailed because of this COVID. And we know the challenges that for the entrepreneurs because of the rapid change in the consumption pattern, the weak demands, and the delay of supplies, if there is any at all. Such challenges are there, and it is real, and we all know it very well. But with this challenge, there is always new opportunity, if I can call it that. And as young Indians, we believe that the youth and the aspiring entrepreneurs and established ones alike, we have a responsibility for this rebuilding our nation and get the economy back on its feet. But saying all that, opportunity doesn't come easy, and it is not without its challenge. So the first challenge for an entrepreneur is financing the new ideas that to get the ideas into action. And today the major topic would be about this financing the new ideas. And as we all know, the central government has economic package that we have the 3 lakh for relief for MSME, which is a collateral free touch that today because it is a relatively new. In speaking in a broader term, we might have already known about the MSME sectors, but for most of the younger ones. So we would like to touch topics such as how we can become MSME activity, how we can avail those loans or other schemes. So that is mainly the topic we want to touch today. And as most of the participants are Mizo speaking, I would like to switch to Mizo for a few minutes, and I won't take much of this time as well. Young Indians ni kung sahi som pari at Mizoram akan real estate sang chapter sang Mizoram chapter jungzing at chapter papatsupan niya. Station particle sang hoya the people mo tapete kan pagbetlina entrepreneurship jungzing papatsunia jungha jungzing na jungsang te child safety, road safety, and the organ donation te.
Mapui, I'll just interrupt you. Mapui, could you please switch off your video? We are not able to hear you. Yeah, if you.
1 second. Switch off. my video.
The video.
Right?
Yes, yes, yes.
Is that good?
Your voice, yes, your voice will be clear. Thank you.
Better?
Yes. Better.
Hello? Better.
Yes.
All right.
Yes, better.
All right. So, young Indians, member tan point mo MMC network building ania vertical chapter from here member tak tak entrepreneurship entrepreneur flow tin tak tak yang lead ni point mo tak tak ang so me chung hol te chung idea exchange na te in kan thil siam so net kong ate in technical assistance te ati nga kanin media na lekan share ko na platform point mo te kania chu entrepreneur na point mo na yin te kania chuang chuan na participant ko jong te young Indians member ni turing kan so pasadu so kumina tan chuan membership in register kun chu top mai te ka ching lo adnet sin king so kun la sei te nga kumina kan lo sai do ni kon song so kung som li noi lam tan chuan member ni kan chu pasadu ani so vai na kan topic bi ka chuan MSME pana so kanya scheme sim fang ke in na le zuchian na hun tuan ni an ka sultan an khan 3 lakh crore collateral free loan hi MSME tan sa like ni na form to chung Mizoram in anti kan lo pan trong kai yang ti kon du am chunia so tirwalin MSME sim lo chiang lo le la ngai lo emerging of kan ya chu wang chuan anti member kan ni ya anti kai ji li ti to kan soi ho ra ngai la MSME no ke covid ma po in scheme ta to ma stand up India kan ti start up India kan ti chung kan kha nga European finance option the scheme ta to ma sumpa ga chuan to Mizoram sarkar point entrepreneur tan ro man na ta ta siama Mizoram entrepreneurship and startup policy sang som Papua moya entrepreneurship development center the siama wena waya ina kan to puite ni ania chuanin entrepreneurship development scheme then neya in chumi entrepreneur te to dan tele and son dan te monitor turin net mok ten siama tin microfinancing ti inan kai loan te rabi te kan influence to pon mai te so siama chumi pa ka chuanin incubation center te po semen ni ngia chung jong so chuan entrepreneur ni tura rilu nei to te le setting lama mi te tan tin nge ma kan lak yang bultan na to sumlu hi ngai tu dan pok an thiam lo ani point so ka hian mi ngai tu pui thina so mi man tram ka ya pan thiam tu me ro chu kan pi ve tu ni ria chu mi lai chu pui na kan topic point ka chu in a peso tu lam bank te bank lama mi point mo tak tak ko anan do na chu ho chu kan har sam na to thin te loan kan la na tu har sam na kan to thin te scheme kan evel do na har sam kan to thin chu sang te chena chuanin regulation kan fiat to wa te chumi ho la chun regulation thau na tu Mizoram tan har su zo ko alo te te chu sang chu hu ko chin so changa tiang chen na tu platform chu ni ha kan poi mo tak tak so ka lama kan poi mo tak tak kan ma chu chuanin he webinar kan ka ta kan ko in du saka and hopefully can for this with that I will give my time back to our moderator. Thank you so much and welcome everyone.
Thank you so much, Mapuya. So I think Pusang Mama may Percy.
A very good afternoon, everyone. I hope I'm audible.
Yes,
Yes.
we can hear you.
Okay. Okay. I'll try to be very brief, and I'll try to come to the point. And I would like to thank formally the Young Indians, CII, and EDC for organizing this important webinar, Financing Options and Schemes of Banks for MSME amidst and post-lockdown. I think this is a very up and appropriate topic to discuss at this kind of environment. As we all know, micro, small, and medium enterprises play a major role in most economies, not only in Mizoram and India. It is actually across the world where MSME accounted for the majority of businesses worldwide and a very important contributor to job creation and global economic development. I can see one of the study done by the World Bank group where they have actually come out with this very intriguing data where MSME is found to be representing about 90% of businesses and more than 50% of employment worldwide. This is global economy. In that, formal MSME contribute up to 40% of national income in emerging countries, including India. These numbers are significantly higher when informal MSME are actually included. According to the World Bank study, this particular study, they have estimated that 600 million jobs will be needed by 2030 to absorb the growing global workforce, which makes MSME development a very high priority for many, many governments around the world. Particularly in emerging markets like India, most formal jobs are generated by MSME, which create around 7 out of 10 jobs in our economy that is actually employed by MSME. Come to the context of Indian economy, MSME has essayed a crucial role in country's development by creating plethora of employment opportunities. The sector has employed over 55 million people, 55 million people in pre-COVID period, covering different manufacturing skill set and capabilities, and it has also balanced an overall wealth distribution, contributing to more than 8% of Indian GDP. I read one of the survey done in the United States recently, and they are saying that the natural grown companies are actually laying off while startups from entrepreneurs are actually employing. So they took that COVID environment also as an opportunity, and our startups by our entrepreneurs are actually saving grace in time of COVID environment and even during lockdown as well. So they are actually driving the economy by innovating, doing new businesses, creating new model of doing businesses, etc. So our entrepreneurs are actually running the show even during post-lockdown, which is actually true in Mizoram as well. In the context of Mizoram, I think micro and small enterprises have been the driving force of our economy. And despite all the infrastructure bottlenecks that we have in Mizoram, MSME has witnessed an exponential growth both vertically and horizontally. However, which is common in all across the globe, was that access to finance by MSME is a key constraint to MSME growth. According to the World Bank Study Group, again, access to finance is the second most cited obstacle facing MSME across the globe. To grow their business, particularly this is more paramount in emerging markets and developing countries, including India, and which is, I think, more so in the case of Mizoram as well. I think the forum like this is important to discuss a win-win situation for both entrepreneur and our banks. Finance for micro, small, and medium enterprises have been a concern for all stakeholders, not only entrepreneurs, but also financial institutions and government organizations. As we know, in Mizoram, our credit deposit ratio is quite low. Most of the complaint from the banking side is due to some sort of a collateral issues, and also because sometimes they don't have bankable project proposals from entrepreneurs. I think this is the kind of forum where we should highlight openly what has been a problem, both from the entrepreneurs and also from the banking sides. And I think one of the key objectives of this webinar could be to identify various challenges faced by MSME in sourcing of finance. I think this should be a two-way dialogue, both from the entrepreneurs and also a financial institution side. One of the Asian Development Bank Institute survey indicated that in Asia, utilization of formal sources like banks is significantly small as compared to informal sources like personal and family wealth. I think this is also true here in India, and more so in Mizoram. And the study of ADB also indicates that the main challenges faced in underutilization of formal sources were two things: inadequacy of collateral assets from the part of the entrepreneurs, and also lack of financial awareness among entrepreneurs. I think this forum would be an apt forum to discuss these issues and find some sort of win-win situation for both entrepreneurs and banks, so that we can have a better access to finance for MSME for their growth, and also for banks to improve their credit in the economy. I hope this forum would provide us a better insight into such matters, and I hope this will enrich our financial access for the MSME sectors in Mizoram. So I will conclude my address at that point, and I wish all the participants fruitful deliberation during this webinar. Thank you very much.
Young Indian Mizoram Chapter Le Entrepreneurship Development Center Planning and Program Implementation Department Government of Mizoram ina nisom ni pali July sang nisom ni financing options and schemes of banks for MSME ti mga webinar and organized tour hi alom katia maningay rontel at sakom rualin natul dang avangin karon zom thaidon lava chuti rual chuan he program atan hian du sak na sangber kalana tin Young Indians Mizoram Chapter 10 hetiang malak na in nei hi alom katia amasain lompui na kan pedu chuni Mizoram hian industries kan hanti ang chi manufacturing industries lian tham chu soilo medium industries hanti ang tur te po hi kan nei lava small scale le cottage sector le mazong kan nei animaya hemia wang hian Mizoram kan le khathiam te po in kan in nga na berchu sarkar na ani mimal entrepreneurship lamatui mi le sumdon le mania talen nei thatak tak mani kut koya eizon na dap chuak tur te tan po kan industrial base le kan economic base te alalin lawawang hian harsat na engmo chen na oma tin financing chungchanga hian mitam takin harsat na anneya idea thatak tak project thatak tak ngai to chuak tu te tan po an idea ataka han lantir tur chuan sum te lo ngaya heng chungchanga te harsat na kan Mizorama kan entrepreneur ten an tok thina ni ti te kan ria hei kan mutan liam tak pakhatania ten kasoin tong khan sarkar na hi kan lekhathiam te in nga na bulber pakhat ania sarkar na tho hi kan zir chan sarkara na tha mu hi lekha kan zir chan lian tak te zingami ania sarkar na thok te lak bel vak vak hi sarkara chuan thil ti thei ani don lova pensionakal te ai te le engemaw bik te lak bel ani lo chuan sarkara chuan na trau hi atret vak thei don lawani hemi awang hian Mizoram sarkar le Mizoram kan thalai te po ina kan ril ruwa kan vontur thil poimo taka chu sarkar na ni kherlo sarkar po na trau kan ti tre angaya chumi turatan chuan kan MSME sector hi kan ti len angaya sum don na thilemo industries thilani emo thiam thil eng konga po a sarkar nilava sarkar po na malak na kan nei len chawa hi atula apoimo ane chuwangin hei voina Young Indians Mizoram chapter tena program in organize hi apoimo in a relevant ema mani a ke adinga ma han la tur chuan sum angaya Mizoram a kan mithiam te po hianin kan harsatna lian ber pakhat ni mekle ni chhozel tura chu sum capital hi ani dona chuwangin banks atang te a engtin nge sum kan mu thei dan tur kan business le kan industries te kan tran na tur le kan ti len na tur atana sum kan khoi atangin nge sum kan mu ang sum nar khoya nge om ti te eng nge banks ina program an nei te ten sarkar central sarkar atang te po in tuna program le scheme franga oma chung te chu banks kaltlanga ti turte aloni a chu awang chuan voina he program ina atum tura te chu engtin nge Mizoram kan entrepreneur ten atam the ang bera bank through a sum kan mu thei na tur loan te financing kan mu thei na tur kha kan ril ruwa kan lo ngai chan apoimo a chuan sum harsatna kan nei te mi sut kian pui tur chuan banks an omani chuan hemi advantage kan lak thei na tur kong mi hon sak tu tur chu voina kan program a hian ron soilan tur ani a voina he program a ron tel zong ten kan program hi voin program hi an hlok pui theu in hlok pui theu ka bei seya ka du sak na sangber kalhan bok chewani kalome.
Hello.
Yeah, I think we can have the next
Is it audible? Hello.
Yes, yes.
Okay. So thank you very much for the inaugural address. And so let us move to our second program. That is the address by our panelists. Today we're having 8 panelists. And before we start, let me introduce myself. Actually, the net is quite slow. For just briefing or just to give introduction myself, I'll be switching on my video. After it, I'll be muting my video and I'll be only on the voice network. Hello, I'm Sobin. I'm the moderator of this and so before we start, actually I'm into the trading business in this interior decor and all the different products and on this building materials. So I am on this vertical head of this entrepreneurship of this Mizoram chapter. So I'll be heading all the programs and everything. So we are having around 8 speakers, and our first speaker is Mr. S.R. Meena. He's the general manager of the SIDBI. So, Mr. S.R. Meena, is it audible?
Yes, you are.
Yes, it is audible.
Audible? Yeah, hello. Mr. You are the General Manager of SBI, and it's known by the name known as the Small Industries Development Bank of India. So can you please have introduction of this SIDBI? You know, like most of the people here, attend this as well. I think most of the people haven't heard of the word called the SIDBI and what are its functions and what are the facilities that provides to the MSME and what are the different features and what are the facilities during the which SIDBI provide during this post and amid lockdown. Yes, Meena.
Okay. Thank you, Sobin. Respected Chief Secretary, Sir, Mr. Chuango, Secretary Planning, Mr. Vanlal Ram Sangwa, Mr. Lal Nui Puya, representatives from DIC, MSME-DI, RBI, SBI, National Insurance, and my very dear entrepreneurs. First, I will introduce SIDBI as Mr. Sobin also desired. SIDBI stands for Small Industries Development Bank of India, SIDBI. This is a Government of India institution. We started functioning in 1990, and we are the apex financial institution for the micro, small, and medium enterprises. SIDBI has its presence all over the India. We are engaged in promotion, development, and funding of the MSME sector in our country. SIDBI assists MSME in two ways. One, that is the major way, that is a refinance mode. All banks and these small finance banks, NBFCs, commercial banks, cooperative banks, rural banks, they get refinance from SIDBI for on lending to the MSME sector. And second mode is direct funding to the MSME sector. We have a selective scheme for the MSME sector and we provide direct funding also. And the other mandate of SIDBI is promotion and development of the MSME ecosystem in the country. So these are the main areas where SIDBI take care of the MSME sector in our country. I will bring down my this discussion to the main topic, which will benefit our today's participant in this webinar, our MSME entrepreneurs. We will discuss some schemes which was announced under the Atmanirbhar Bharat package by the Government of India. For most of the schemes, the operational guidelines are already in place and available for the use of the MSME sector. As you might be aware, the definition of the MSME sector has been changed. Earlier, this definition was separate for the manufacturing sector and separate for the service sector. Now, the definition for MSME for both the sector is now common. Now, the unit which has investment in plant and machinery up to 1 crore, that will be called micro enterprises. Now, one separate parameter, that is turnover, has also been added for the definition, and the unit has to comply both the parameters. Micro unit means 1 crore investment in plant and machinery or turnover up to 5 crore rupees. That will be called micro enterprises. For small units, this plant and machinery limit is 10 crore and turnover is 50 crore. And for medium enterprises, the investment limit in plant and machinery is 50 crore and turnover is 250 crore. The units which meet these criteria will be classified under the micro, small and medium enterprises. This definition has been made effective from 1st of July. Entrepreneurs who have got their registration earlier now can get themselves re-registered as per this new definition from the 1st of July. and this is very simple process for registration, re-registration. In this definition, the export is not included in the turnover. The unit in export, who are doing partly export also, they can exclude this export proceeds from the criteria of turnover for categorization those units under the MSME category. Earlier, the benefits which were available for the MSME sector based on the previous definition now will be available for the MSME units as per the new definition. For re-registration of these units, you can visit to udyogaadhar.gov.in and take through the process, and you can put your details, and it is an automatic process. You will be given one certificate online, digital signed certificate online, and you need not to upload any of the paper over the website. So it is a very simple process. Those who have not earlier registered for the MSME can register now afresh also. MSME DI and DIC are the single nodal agency, single facility center for this registration of the MSME unit. Another scheme which was announced by the central government for the MSME sector is the Emergency Credit Line Guarantee Scheme for MSME, which is popularly known as 3 lakh crore loan scheme for the MSME sector. All MSME units which have availed credit facilities from banks, financial institutions, small finance banks, and NBFCs can avail this facility. For availing this facility, the MSME customer plus the Prime Minister Mudra Yojana customer with combined outstanding from the banking channel up to 25 crore can avail this facility, and the turnover of those MSMEs should not be more than 100 crore in FY 19-20. Units which are not under the SMA2 or NPA category on the reference date, that is 28 February 2020, can avail this facility. SMA means default is not more than 60 days. Up to 60 days, it is not SMA2, it is SMA1. SMA2 and above, yani NPA, those units are not eligible for this facility. If the unit is eligible as per the eligibility criteria laid down, they can avail 20% loan over and above their existing loan outstanding as on 28 February 2020. 20%, subject to maximum 5 crore. Under this scheme, the interest rate is also capped. For the banks, this rate is 9.25%, maximum rate is 9.25%, and for NBFC, it is 14%. It means banks and NBFCs cannot charge interest more than this rate. This loan, 100% loan, is covered under credit guarantee scheme, and the customer has not to provide any collateral security for getting this additional loan. Suppose some of the customer had earlier availed some unsecured loan from the banking system, they are also eligible under this loan, and they need not to provide any additional collateral security. Under this scheme, every bank and financial institutions are giving you the offer letter. You have to accept that offer, or you have to say no to that offer letter. Suppose you say yes, and you are meeting the eligibility criteria, then the bank has to provide you this 20% additional loan under this scheme without any collateral security. Another scheme which was announced by the under this Atmanirbhar package is subordinate debt scheme for the MSME sector. When we float some unit, we put some equity in the company. Suppose some unit is not running well and it is incurring some losses, then your this capital is eroded in the form of your losses. After some time, the capital is not available in the company, and then you will not be able to get loan from the banking system. Normally, bank insists some 30%, 35% capital from the entrepreneur. To address this issue, this scheme has been launched so that it meets its debt equity ratio guidelines and to come out from the its difficult phase. This scheme is basically for those units which is now NPA because of the non-availability of funds and because of this lockdown. Units which were in standard category as on March 31st, 2018, but now NPA as on 30th April 2020, they can avail benefit under this scheme. Date is 31st March 2018 standard and March 2020 NPA. But unit is viable as per your viability report and bank's assessment. For those units, you can avail loan in the name of the promoter as personal loan, and that amount can be put to the company as per equity, so that you meet the debt equity guidelines. Under this scheme, margin is only 10% and 90% is the guarantee coverage to be provided by CGT-MSE. For this sub-debt, you have a repayment period of longer time, maximum 10 years. And you can avail the moratorium up to 3 years also. Moratorium means you need not to pay principal amount during this period, but you have to pay the interest amount for that period. And the maximum loan amount under the scheme is 15% of the promoter stake. Promoter stake means equity plus promoter's debt. That is, to the extent of 15%, they can avail additional loan in the name of promoter that can be used as equity in the company to get additional funding from the banking system. Bank, while giving this additional loan, will appraise your project, and if your project is eligible, found viable, they can reschedule the earlier loan, and that can be in the longer repayment, so that the unit does not face again due to the higher repayment obligations for the debt it has received. The operational guidelines under this scheme has also been received, so you can avail this scheme. RBI has also announced some relief measures. Out of that relief measure, one is for the moratorium for the interest and principal installment due from March to August. For 6 months, if you are facing some liquidity issue, you can reschedule your loan and also get your interest during this period funded, so that during COVID period you need not to pay this amount to the your lender, and you can use this money for restarting your business. If you avail this benefit, it will not hit your CIBIL record, and it will be, your repayment record will be treated as good. But after this period is over, you have to start repayment for that amount, rescheduled amount, with the previous schedule of the loan. This benefit you can avail the interest benefit, and for term loan also both interest and term loan installment can be rescheduled. One scheme you might be heard, this PM Swanidhi. Some of the audience webinar may be the artisans and entrepreneurs who are manufacturing their product and selling their product on the under the street vendor category. If some of them are in that category. If they are registered, they can avail this scheme. Loan amount is 10,000 rupees per customer, and these vendors should be registered with the local body of the state government. Under this scheme, Government of India is providing 7% interest subsidy plus the incentive for digital transactions. As per the calculations already on the public domain, somebody is availing this facility, the benefit is 118% of the amount of interest paid to the bank. Suppose the total interest amount during the entire period is 100 rupees, you will be getting back 118 rupees out of this subsidy plus this incentive due to the digitization of transactions. This is to encourage the digital payments and also help our street vendors, artisans under this scheme. SIDBI has already launched one app for this scheme, and it is now available on the Play Store. You can download it, and the scheme guidelines and everything, login. It is an automatic process. One can take its project through. And SIDBI has identified nodal officer in every state. We have our office in Aizawl also. The nodal officer can be contacted for the further details if someone like to know the further details for this scheme. One of the popular scheme, all the entrepreneurs may be aware, that is the Mudra loan. Many might have availed this loan. This was the scheme. This was launched in April 2015. Mudra is a wholly owned subsidiary of SIDBI, and under Mudra we provide loan under three categories: Shisu loan, that is up to 50,000 rupees; Kishore loan, 50,000 to 5 lakh rupees; Tarun loan, 5 lakh to 10 lakh rupees. This is for the smaller segment of the MSME segment. Under Mudra, both manufacturing, service and trading enterprises are eligible. These Mudra loans are provided without any collateral security. These loans are covered under the Credit Guarantee Fund (MCGTC), and the customer is not required to provide any collateral security for getting this loan. This Prime Minister Mudra Yojana is operated through public sector banks, private banks, RRBs, cooperative societies, MFIs, NBFCs. So whichever the banking institution working in your area, you can approach those institutions to get loan under this scheme. And the figures under this scheme are encouraging. Up to March 2020, the sanction amount all over the India is 3,37 lakh crore. And I saw the figures of Mizoram also. During FY20, the disbursement under this scheme was 67 crore, and 6,124 entrepreneurs availed benefit under this scheme. Under this Atmanirbhar Bharat package, the government has also announced 2% interest subvention for next 12 months for the Shisu loan category. It means the customer who have availed loan under Shisu category means up to 50,000 rupees, they are eligible for 2% interest subsidy for the Shisu loan. SIDBI is nodal agency for this interest subvention. You have to lodge your claim through your bank, and this 2% interest subsidy will be credited to your account. And this detail can also be obtained from our website mudra.org.in. CGTMSE, as you may be all aware, CGTMSE is a scheme. This is also a subsidiary of SIDBI, and loans provided by the banks and institutions up to 2 crore are covered under CGTMSE. Suppose some customer avail loan of 2 crore and he has not security, so he can cover his loan under this CGTMSE scheme without providing any collateral security. Now CGTMSE has come out with a hybrid model. Under that model, suppose your security value is less, but your requirement is higher. In that case, the loan up to the security value can be treated as secured, and you need not to pay any CGTMSE premium on that loan portion. For the balance loan portion, you can cover under CGTMSE, and you need to pay CGTMSE fees only for the balance loan portion. This way, you can save some of your CGTMSE premium by covering your loan under hybrid model. CGTMSE fee concession is available for the entrepreneurs in the Northeast region and the women entrepreneurs. The CGTMSE fees is up from 5 lakh to 50 lakh. Normal fees is 1.5%, but for the NER region it is only 1.35% for women and NER entrepreneurs. So this scheme can be availed, and data shows that Mizoram is availing this scheme in quite a good number. Another scheme was also launched some year back, that is Stand Up India. Stand Up India is a special scheme for the SC, ST and women entrepreneurs. Up to 10 lakh you can avail loan under Mudra. Suppose your loan requirement is higher than 10 lakh rupees and you are from the SC, ST and the women category, you can avail loan under Stand Up India. Stand Up India loan are up to 10 lakh to 1 crore. And these loans are to be linked to the CGTMSE. Under these loans, you need not to provide any collateral security. In addition to that, each bank branches has target for this Stand Up India loan. Each bank has to give loan at least to one ST entrepreneurs plus one women entrepreneurs. If some of the entrepreneurs are from this category, they can approach the nearest bank and apply under this Stand Up India loan. SIDBI has come out with many digital platforms. Some of the digital platforms are udyamimitra.in. Udyami Mitra, you might have heard. This is a matchmaking site. Suppose you put your project under Udyami Mitra. This is including the PM Street funding scheme. If you apply through Udyami Mitra, your application will be in public domain. Bank employee, bankers visit this website, and if they suit the project, they find the project support worthy, they can select that project for funding. Same with Stand Up Mitra, it is also available, this scheme online portal. One website is smallb.in. This smallb.in will take through the entire process of an MSME entrepreneur, from conceiving the project, how he has to go forward for implementation of the project. For implementation, then marketing, getting funding, all these informations are available under this smallb.in. You can visit this website. So this is we are implementing one special program at Mizoram, that is one Economic Union Switch Asia project. That is one special project for the entrepreneurs engaged in manufacturing of the bamboo-based items. SIDBI has engaged one partner agency that is implementing this project for setting up viable bamboo-based industries. Results are good. Already some 40 units have been set up in the state, and many of them have already availed the bank funding from the banking system. If some of the entrepreneurs are from the bamboo sector and they are under that project area, so they can approach our Mizoram office, and they can take the benefit of that expert agency plus the financial linkages program. This is all from my side. I will hand over this back to the coordinators If some questions are there, I'm here to answer. And I'm available up to 5 p.m. because of some restrictions of movement. After 5 p.m., I will take your permission to leave this webinar. Thank you. Back to Sobi.
Hello. Yeah. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you very much, Mr. S. Abhiraj. Yeah, Mr. Mira, like, there's one query. There's one query. It's audible to you? It's audible?
Okay.
Hello.
Okay, please.
Like in Mizoram, the main issue is with the collateral support. So, like, there are different criteria, how to get a free collateral support. This is a basic issue which all the entrepreneurs are facing here in Mizoram. So actually, the banks, different NBFC, any banks, they don't provide a free collateral for this business. If you speak even to the private banks and to anyone, so this is where our local, our local entrepreneurs, where they lack in this. We need to find a solution to provide a free collateral to those who are having talent. Those people who are having knowledge about forming something a new product or in a service-based business. In this situation, in getting this collateral free, how can you help the people, the entrepreneurs out here in Mizoram?
As I was discussing, up to 10 lakh rupees, no bank can ask for collateral. More than 10 lakh to 1 crore of the customer under the SC and women category, he can cover this loan under Stand Up India. And up to 2 crore, any type of loan, any type of customer can cover the loan under CGT and SE. The banks are not providing, or they are reluctant to provide. If there is some viability issue or some other issue, then we can't say anything. But if it is only the collateral issue, if you escalate this issue to the senior of that particular branch, I think you will get the solution. Schemes are already there, and it is up to the entrepreneur to convince the banker that his project is viable, and the collateral free schemes are already available, and to apply under that scheme. So this is the local issue or some particular bank related issue, but in general, schemes are available, and you can escalate the issue to the senior level of that particular bank or institution, or the state level banker. I think SBI people are also there, DIC is also there. They can also intervene in such matters. Some viable project and some good project is there, and it is not getting support because of collateral. So there is a role to play to help such entrepreneurs, and it can be brought to our level also. But because the credit decision is the individual decision of the particular bank, and they have to take the decision. But on the basis of non-availability of collateral, I don't think they can refuse. Yes, Subinji. Hello.
Yeah, it's audible.
So am I clear?
Hello. Yeah, you are clear. This is a lot of people are facing. So first, depend on the project. It will decide like whether it will get a free collateral or not. That's what you mean to say, right?
Up to 2 crore, they need not to provide any collateral. But I heard Mizoram has some mortgage related issue also, and it's very difficult to provide collateral also because of the state laws and some restrictions on the mortgage, freely mortgage thing. In such situation, I don't think some viable project will not get funding. They will get the funding under these special schemes. If some particular branch level awareness is required, we can provide the such type of information to those branches even these lead banks and RBI also conduct programs, NABCAM, etc. In those programs also we provide the details of our this collateral-free loans. Yes, Tobinji.
Yeah, hello. Okay, very good to hear from all those words from you. And like, yes, what the things which you have said regarding the collateral and all. Yeah, I mean the Mizoram. Yeah, since it's Mizoram very different. You know, like it comes under some other section. So that's what even the bank told a lot of entrepreneurs regarding the free collateral. I mean, a lot of people are facing, you know, these are the issues which all the entrepreneurs are facing right from the inception regarding the collateral. So I think our attendees,
if you allow me,
they are hearing.
If you allow me, I will tell you the data of Mizoram collateral free loan under CGTMSE. Last year,
Okay.
This CGTMSE covered 27 borrowers and the loan amount was 52 lakh.
52 lakh.
So loan amount, consolidated loan amount is not much, but maybe because only the micro and tiny entrepreneurs are more in Mizoram, so that maybe the reason that this amount is not that much. But people are getting loan under CGTMSE, and all this loan under Mudra is 100% covered under
The Mudra scheme.
Mudra scheme is covered under this credit guarantee only. So if you take the data of Mudra loan, even for the state of Mizoram, 132 crore loan has been provided under Mudra in the state of Mizoram, and total 14,446 customer has availed this benefit since beginning. So this is also a good number, taking the size of the industry climate in Mizoram. This 14,400 is also a good number. It means people are getting a benefit under Mudra even in Mizoram also. So it may be the issue with some particular entrepreneurs, maybe because of the viability or some of the other issue. But if you are able to convince the banks also have the target to provide loan under Mudra and also under Stand Up India. So they, to meet their targets, they also are in search of good entrepreneurs to fund under these schemes. If any entrepreneur wants that he has some viable project and he's facing some problem and he wants some hand-holding support, he can call the SIDBI office also to get the guidance. Yes, Mr. Sobin, back to you. Unable. Hello. Are you hearing me? Hello.
I think, yeah, Sobin has lost his connection, or
Hello.
yes, we can hear you, Mr. Meena.
Hello. Now I am able to hear you.
I think Sobin has lost his connection.
So should I again repeat my the answer?
No. We can hear it, but I think Sobin has lost his connection.
Again, I will repeat.
Okay.
Mr. Sobin was asking that people are not getting benefit for the collateral-free loan. So I was discussing the data for CGTMSE in the state of Mizoram. during last year, 27 entrepreneurs got loan under CGTMSE scheme and total loan amount was 52 lakh. And these Mudra loan, 100% Mudra loan are covered under credit guarantee and no collateral is provided. And in the state of Mizoram, since the start of Mudra scheme, 14,446 customers has availed this scheme and total loan amount is 132 crore. It is quite a good number taking the size of the industrial scenario in the state of Mizoram. It means entrepreneurs are getting benefit under this collateral-free loan. The problem may be with some particular entrepreneurs, maybe because of some viability issue or some other issue. If any of the viable project is denied because of the collateral security, you can escalate this problem with the senior of that particular bank from where you want to get the loan or you have applied for the loan. For hand-holding support or for guidance for the scheme information, you can visit to our Mizoram office or can give a ring to me also for getting the information about the collateral-free loan, how to go ahead for getting the loan. Back to you.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Mr. SM. I mean, I think you have made clear, and all the participants, I think, all the attendees have heard regarding if you are having any issues, we can go to the SIDBI branch here in Mizoram and can troubleshoot all the problems. And if having any issues, we'll be having your contact. So if you want, we can directly contact to you for helping out if any issues arise to any of our entrepreneurs here.
Yes, you can circulate my number also.
Okay, thank you very much, Mr. Meena. I'll connect you. Sure. Thank you very much. Thank you very much for your help.
Thank you very much for inviting me.
Very clear, and you have taken a very easy word. Okay. Thank you very much. Okay. Our second speaker, our second speaker is Mr. Lalbun Siyama.
Yes.
General Manager of DIC, District Industries Center. Am I right, sir?
Yes. Am I audible? Can you hear me? Hello?
Is it audible?
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Yes.
It's audible. Yeah, it's audible. It's audible.
Okay.
So,
Hello, I cannot hear you.
Yeah. Please go ahead.
Okay. Good afternoon. My name is Lalbun Siyama. I'm General Manager DIC Zone. The previous speaker has mentioned so many things about the loan scheme. I'm not going to detail about the schemes as such. And what we are doing, most of the participants knows what our role of DIC. We are trying, and this our main role is to make a match between this financial institution and these entrepreneurs. So for the benefit of this audience, I think I should speak in Mizo. That hey, when I kun thata kanneya Mizoram thalaite entrepreneurs the self-employment lama kan thang chozela alom oma in tun kan COVID boruak po hianin thui takin helama thang namin penin kasia chuti lai chuan kina karon soidu lai chu helaya entrepreneurs te tana loan avail tura harsana lo neitin kan lo te kan hena local te harsana tlang pui nia kan hudan te tlem kan soima sadua ama sa chuan loan lama harsana kan neitin chan thin tam takachu kan business idea kan duan fel thiam to lo na kan bank le financial institution te convince khopa kan project te kan tok tar thiam lo na hi kan har san na pakhan nin ka ria chu tuna hian entrepreneur zong ngin DPR format pangai ang taka kan thiam lo ni pon kan business idea te a hlot lin theidan tur hi thil fia thiam khopa kan lu chil atula hey in thia dangin DIC chu PMEGP loan kan operator hantila helaya implementing agency pakhat kan nia chunga loan rondil tam tak te har te puyan har na lai hi oma loan ka du vea engatan nge engtim nge ka muang engatana mantur eng thilatan nge dil thei ti tangin bul kan tana kan ti tur kan riat chian ma in loan kan zon thina wangin tam takin loan kan mulo thinin ka ria in adota chuan loan po ni sela kan ti tur chumi ka ti tur pulfuk takatana chiang khung taka kalona kha ka riat lo chuan chuan in har san min siam thina poisa se eng business moti la tin poisa tir masak tumna ril ru hi mizo te jinga alian leng ka ria chu ai chuan kan thil ti tumzo khan kan poisa mamo na kharon thing chuak sela ti chuan kan poisa mamo na azir khan chumi khami chu ka ti do na chumi khami tan chon chi za chu ka mamo ti kharon chuak zo ka kan mamo na zo ka kha kan thil ti tumina thing chuak tur ani lai khan lo na tanga kan ti tur kha rel kan tum thina chu approach chu mizoril ro hian thuita ka oma chu wena hian kan tha atulin ka ria tin kan hlot lin thei dan tura hian bank lama hian kan thil fia thiam to lo kan project viability hi kan so thiam to lo nin alanga then khatin nak devin tute morwain project report ten han siama I execute tu bertur entrepreneurs ate khan an project hi an bel to lo na lai tam tak mutur om thina chu benglama har sat nan to pha thin nin ka ria chulama chuan thalai te abikin voina young entrepreneurs kan han ti deu jok thalai jok te phe chuanin tun aya chiang kong le zola helama hian ma kan lak atolin ka ria tin scheme le thil thang apo hi kan zon taima kan chu taima deu angaya le lama chuan thalai te phe chu social media lama te kan kuta angal biu rolin khatiang zon chu konga hian kan chak to lo nin ka ria chulam panga chu amasa kan soidu ania tin bank lama hian har sanna kan nei thin pakhat bank lam tana lema siam tanla ngai na lai nia ka hiat kan soi lang vele dua chu CD ratio hi aniam reng maya kan state hian chu te han eng lo chuan han thir mai chuan helamak loan deal tum anom lo nge ti mai the ani lain bank lampo hianin loan him risk free kan ngai tu na lu tu ka hian loan sanction lapang hi kan chak lo deu mani chu ti thein alanga helai hi kan tan la kho na tu ra tan rulin ka ria tun ai hian entrepreneurs te loan pek chung changa hian risk lak pui huai deu lek ve sela atha om mangi o ti ka helaya DIC tanga kan lo mu ve dan ania tin bank loan khim a hi Mizoram kan soithin loan NPA tama chuwangin loan pe ka harsa ti angjong te kan in soina sa a amai ro chu kan ngai tua na kan man tam lo chu pre disbursement a hian counseling hi kan petra to lo emoni tile kan disburse nu apo kan loan ni te monitoring lama hian I engtianga improve tur nge helam pangchak lo wang hian stress an han nei khan kan ngak NPA le deuh tuk mai zel hian alanga helai hi benglam ne na kan poina kan in en non natan ka du khup maya tin kan beng khang ni chira khan ka ma khan tun hnaya scheme thar te aron soitoa kan entrepreneurs te hian in kan bank products at hi kan thretok lo bank lam hian an product hi an tlang zar thatok lo ni na langa helai hi kan tunai tlang zar that dan jok hi omangem tin engthil nge tula engtie ti tur nge ti te hi tunai in puangzar tamsela tin loan rule thadu lo tiawanga loan dang pek lo phana na le midang narna ta na kan mana hi helama hi temin khati zong lovin mi sang project khangani a project viability atang jok zel hianin thil hi te ani ti hi mi pui mi mir po hian an thriata khami theina tur khan project viability kha poimo berani ti hi puanzar tam hi tulin ka sia tin he tun naya central sarkarin admadin nirmal bar bharat anti chawata chuan thil ain thak thleng chhona sai mema helaya hian kan thiat turata na tul ichina khan claim zong a MSME classification te chon tar lang to a kan the to thovin karinga tin chumi khami chungchanga atlang puya chu kama mi khan ron soi to a amaro chu helaya bi ka hian kan thiat tur pakhat chu tun ma a MSME a classification kha an investment plan machinery sa tang chawate ani thina tuna chuan investment ba ka khan turnover kha criteria pakhat ani tel don wangin registration poti tharbek classified thar level kan ngai do na chu June ni som thum thlenga registration nei to te kha puin atharin registration reclassification kha nei le ngai do na micro enterprise investment plan machinery sa 1 crore thing le turnover 5 crore thing china kha micro enterprise ani do na wangin Mizoram kan enterprise nei ho tam bera hi chu micro enterprise alu to na small enterprise ho tam zo ka hi tuna classification ang hi chuan micro enterprise alu le tangai do na chuwang chuan EM ani mo UAM ani mo registration kan lo nei to kha ti danglam angai do na chu ta chuan tuna hian udiam registration an tia chu July ni khata tanga man khani a chumia in register tu ro chuan thil pahni thil pathum zo kani chu pakhata chu Aadhaar akha ani a kha chu UAM po anga atu thowa ina dot le chuan GSTIN kanti GST registration number akha khami number akha angai nge to dona chumi chu GST registration GST kan engeni kan returns kan turnover akha kan annual turnover akha kan size te tu turani dona wangin chu detail angai ta tin chu ba ka chuan pan angaya permanent account number IT income tax returns atang le GST returns atanga kan annual turnover kha tuna tang chuan kan size te tu turani dona wangin khang le kan registration kha ain link ngai ta a chu wang chuan mi in GST de pan pakhat manga business pani pathum MSME unit pani pathum operate thei anga om thina kha tuna chuan khang zong collective turnover kha kan sai te na turin dona wangin I helai hian uluk taka kan kalpui angai dona tin IT chungchanga income tax chungchanga tribal ni na wanga income tax all ti la ya kha helai po hian issue pakhat om thei don in alanga chu chumi ni wang chuan tuna hian engengmo te po zo kan queries te po kan han siam to a GST returns te le kan financial performance kha zela kha kan turnover zela kha kan sai te tu turani dona wangin voin tang engani post covid a hi chuan intila tun aya thazok le fel faizoka bookkeeping lam account von le account statement te engkim kan von angai dona chula ya chu kan in buat sai na tu voina alon kan soi rola khalama khan in kan in buat sai na tu ni na langa tin chu ti rol chuan account kan von fel to lo wang hian loan kan lak zel na po hian har satna kan nei thin ni na langa scheme tam taka po last 3 years balance sheet hanti te phei hanti chuanin kan boi ngal tam tak entrepreneurs tam tak hi kan boi ngal thina chuwang chuan account von fel lama hian kan tran la na tu ni in ka ria chulama chu wena helaya kan webinar mangin eng moti thei kan in fil rol hian entrepreneurs te poina kan ti tur kan improvement tur lama kha wena hian karon soidua hei khovela fiterute mangin khovel business reset button tuna hian aron beta covid hian in business reset button aron beta khovel business kalpung hi tuna hian ain thak danglam chho dona chulai change oma po hi voina entrepreneurs den kan thriat thiama kan zir chho hi atula chulai chu engtin nge khalaya khan ke hian in kain siam remang kain her remang kan business kan kalphung pangai le kan lo ti thin dan pangai ngot ni lo dewa improvement hoizonga kan ngai to na kan sen atulin ka sia chutiang che chuan bank lampoin le financial institution te pon kan mindset kan do khir dan thina kha voina tanga engani khir dan thar de thekhi he kan webinar tang hian nei theila atha in ka sia chuwang chuan voina kalauti ang thin kabung ral dan te aya systematic job system thazok hian kalpui theidan aumangem ti hi post covid business kan kalpui tura hian ngai to chungin tun aya systematic le tun aya fel faizoga kan account keeping system atepo ate ber tanga lian ber khengin kalpui theila chuan tuna thileng kan boina kan ti me khianin mason na min lan kai ngei arin oma tin chu ti rol chon hei keni adic nga kan rol chu engani financial entrepreneurs te le financial institution te in chuk tu arem tir ania amaro chu ni sina ka soi tong khan ale lambe ve a fall an tlin lo na lai ve kim lo na lai ve in zong zonga I approach kan nei ton chuan tu rem hi har bio ni ti kha kan sei lang tu boka chu voina remark sanga kan sei thik chuni mai sela engmo question om le hello me
Thank you very much, sir, for your words. And so everything has been clear. So for any issues, if we are facing any issues with local entrepreneurs, we can contact Mr. Mizoram, General Manager of BIC. So they provide different supports, for the financial support, for providing raw materials, so for the different startups and for the different schemes, they'll elaborate much better. So if they are like a consultant, like told the speaker, they act like a consultant, like if any issues occur regarding what they call the project report and anything, so we can consult Mr. Mizoram and he will help it out us. So for the different issues and which you are facing for the startups and the different programs which come under the MSME. Yeah, thank you very much.
Yes,
Sabine, everyone knows about you.
Hello, Sabine.
Yep.
Kamapu at this side. With your permission, I'd just like to interrupt on one question for Mr. Mizoram. Hello.
oh
Yep. Yeah.
Oh, Mizoram, till point model for me. Showing the react to can attend the time for children kind of thing till for me. So le. Oh, KTM.
oh kasete
Oh, pakana chonin project don chungchang akan project don problem kan twin fo to a project chatok lo then ya project kan don hi kan tamchok so project siam dan le engting kalpui dan to ti shelo khan omtia hem chungchang hianin engting kalpui ta na thlat indian ti le patina chun MSME registration chungchang akan income tax thing hung kil kha doing ri hemi chungchang hian MSME kha income tax pe ngai to aninge aninga a proprietor antina limited liability interest ita se partner demo tamzo kinap an interest ani ganinga kan zo kan izu
nia khalai ta ka anu zo ka kan sang angamo registration ti do na khan pan number pan na kha a compulsory ta chu aron duang tu te engeni all india tanan duan ania all india tanan duan ani bang khan turnover te nan khachuan IT le income tax le GST kha anron tuang kha ani maya tuna hian chumi clarification tuna mi taka chu clarification kan zo lai ini pona ni ta a tunai chei lai taka kha income tax an pe ka ngai ti lampang a in income tax an income tax return sakha manan tuma chu anni re ro chun khalai exemption akha an tre phalonin alanga siam la ya hian chulai taka chu kan question ani ta a in question pakhat kan nei le pakhat kan soilang lo anga chu tuna registration akhan an Government of India Gazette a hian tupo enterprise din tur chuan in register tur ti ni ta a mase enterprise din tur ni si khan GST kha ala nei man lo khan engtia ti tur nge ni hei helai straight fero tin tuna hian kanin zot ve meka chulaya anga chu thil then khat thil tharani wanga la chiang tok lo ke ni po kan la chian lo kan ven thon kan entrepreneur se kan ven thon ril ruk na lai engmo then khat isu then khata oma chu ala fel chho mai tur ka ngaya tin tuna in ronzona pakhat englo engtin nge DPR siam ko nga hian kan improve fang ti lai hi harang reng khop mai helai hi DPR improvement tur chuan ne program te po EDP training le chi thang khalam pang project formulation project appraisal chungchang te po program han siam te po thina tun hai hian nia di engemo department po na financial problem kan nei thin vela wang te po in khati zonga a program tun ma kan nei thina ka kan nei tam bei the lawa tin apoi mo ber zo ka chu 2 project ka siam sela a project siam 2 tele a implement tur te khanin a enge chiang kung taka an duan ho anga ya tu mon lo siam sak tu pa khami kha chiang mangloba I loan dil nan te ron man a hi thina tuna kan entrepreneur station in an manin athei ang to ka hi inquiry te lain study hi nei masa sela chuan eng project po ni se siam tu kha duang tu ka eng po ni sela an mani na an khil fiat thei elaya a finance tur te po khil fiat thei turin sela chuan chutianga malak chu athaberin karinga chuti rual chuan khatiang siam thei tur etinan helaya eng mo te na wa te chuan EDC te pona kan lo siam pui oma du thu chu sam lu tuk lova Mizoram export kan nga lova khalama khan helam hi chu tranlak zel kan ngai lai chu ni na lang ka chang emo hello
oh to ge chi saving ga se
thil pakhat le chu tuna entrepreneurs nan ho tele helaya Mizorama chunga kan industry association thang tenen po tuna registration kalphung thara hi chu kan la soi ho ni se tin kan tunan kan tilru achona oma maro chu duangin tun lai malak chakhi harai me maya la soi ho de thain ka sia
ni waya ang point kan next topic to point mo tong ning sia alom lu to
kan la soi ho do nia helaya po tin man phe chonin chuminia don tiula kan lo in da free nga ti chonin azir te po zero hovila athat karing ale po kalome hello
any questions from the participants please any questions question from the participants please
Yes, Sabin, there is one question coming in. Okay, I'll just say it in Mizo. DPR ka
sure.
Yeah, DPR ka a sample hi website ate an upload thiyang man ron tia kami DPR
tu na hian all some berachu upload sa omamo upload sa hi englawa PMEGP web portal khan lut sela DPR kami format kha sa oma chu lo tatang chon lo injil sela atha in kasia chu tuna tinghal mai the PMEGP tikhan zong mai sela pmegp.gov.in ani karinga
ole
chumi portal chuan tang chonin akal pung thui tak khatianga a software han man mai thei de wakha tuna hian upload sa ngane web patang kan mu thei mai aum KVIC duan sa
Okay, over to you, Tobin. Yeah, over to you, Tobin.
Yes, yes. Thil pakhat. Hello. Thil pakhat. Project report siam turkan professional kha ngaem ikha.
Angai
turkha ni ve antina rejection chance ka atam don ikha om bedona kha SIDBI อย่างที่อาคาร project report ครับ perfect ง่ายตอนนั้นที่อาคารอย่างเงี้ยวันนี้third party เขามี project CM2 DPR CM2 ค่ะที่มันนี่ตรงนี้เอ็นตินันกันแบรนด์กัน bridge กัน CM ที่ส่วนอัตราโจก
ตัวเต็ม CM2 นี่เขาจงหรอว่ากันproject report CM DPR CM2 ค่ะตัวพวกเรานี่เสร็จละอามาเราจู DPR คันินเฮลายาfinance ตัวเตอินาอันดูตัวอัง information นะคะ DPR คันพูนคิมตัวเนี่ยสุดๆไปหมดเลยเบลาจูเนี่ย DPR คันินอาคารเฮตามินDPR เราเอ็นะอินหัดหัวตัวเราเรียกที่นั่นตัวคันิตาทินจุดที่รู้จนตัวน่ะกันนี่สินะกันสวยไล่ปะขัดขัดจู DPR ขัดยังอัง self speaking DPR พวกเขาในเซลาในจุงขันDPR execute ตัวเบรักะอันนี้project กับพวกเชียงมังโลเทเวนี่ที่ไล่ขายรอจูเสร็จลังไปละจูบางจน DPR กันเสียมาทินตัวเตมรวยน์กับเสียมตีระอามารอจูช่วงแต่ช่วงนี้ไม่หันเสียมสักขมีอยากเบลตะกะเก็บพนะขมีอ่างมาละเทตัวระกัดเสียนตกเวข้างง่ายนี่จูมีปัญญาจูDPR จงสร้างจวนคอมโพเนนต์อันนี้ทิลป่วยหมออิสุป่วยหมอนินกระเทียม
So, no, thank you, sir. Thank you for your words.
Thank you.
The next speaker, let's move on to our next speaker. Hello. It's Mr. David Lamunsiyama. He's the CEO of Umbrella Industries. Before he speaks, let me have a brief introduction about him. He's a young, energetic guy. Mr. David, I've met once, I guess. He's a young, energetic guy. He's below 50, and he's one of the industrialists in Mizoram. I think he deals with this building products in the Mizoram. He's a very good charm. And let me ask, what are the challenges? Like Mr. David, is it audible?
Hello? Yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah, David, is it audible?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Hello.
I can hear you properly.
Hello.
Can you hear me, Mr. Joshi?
Hello, hello.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, David, it's audible.
Yeah, I can hear you. I can
David,
hear you.
Can you kindly explain, like your industries? Yeah, your industries. Can you have a brief?
Mr.
Yeah, I can hear.
Yeah, I couldn't hear you properly.
Can you give a brief introduction about the F. Shangwela Industries, please?
Okay. So I'll just be going through the whole thing. Thank you, Mr. Joshi. First of all, I would like to thank CII and EDC Mizoram and also the Young Indians Mizoram chapter for organizing this event. I sincerely hope this event will benefit my fellow entrepreneurs from Mizoram, and with the entire experts sharing their specialized knowledge. I would rather be more of a listener than a talker. So hence I would not be taking much this time. So before we go into the main topic, I would just like to share something about this F. Shangwela group of industries. Firstly, we started very small, and in that case, I would like to take this opportunity to thank the State Bank of India, who has been our sole financier for the past 20 years. 20 years or so. With their assistance, we have grown from just a single venture to multiple ventures, mainly in the field of construction-based industry. So I want to share this in order to emphasize the importance of the banking community in supporting enterprises such as myself. Secondly, since the very onset of the COVID crisis, we were fortunate enough to avail this emergency credit facility from SBI, amounting to 10% and then later on 20% of our existing fund-based working capital at an interest of only 7.25% and 7.4% respectively, which is in conjunction with the emergency credit line guarantee scheme that was recently announced by the central government. So I want to mention that this scheme has greatly helped our fund flow and our operations. So I truly believe that this scheme will be helping in cranking up billions of businesses who are in dire needs of additional financial liquidity. So, but however, having said that, I would like to address all the financial institutions present today that while some of us are enjoying the fruits of these schemes announced by the government, it is extremely unfortunate to learn that some of my fellow entrepreneurs are still having difficulty in availing these facilities. And I find it really disturbing to know that some of these entrepreneurs will be NPAs in the very near future as they are being left out during these difficult times. So on behalf of all the entrepreneurs present today and as well as for the whole of Mizoram, I would like the financial institutions and the banking communities to take a fresh look into this matter and extend a helping hand to these aspiring young futures of Mizoram. So having said that, I would just like to say a few words in Mizoram. Mizo, kasoi du pakatsu Chin Khan Pumun Siam Khan Asoito Kabi Bank Lampa Truck and Hassan Tonte. But so can say do Pakatsu any Efrang Vela industry can he Abul and Tanahi PME GP loan kan Laveni, that's one Katanahi like Wavel and Lavea in so in Kuivea. But say to Muzokatsu Abulak and Tranahi and Chianai Kashia. That's one với khả năng lên thu thì cần tung chỉ là chỉ điểm chuan này lo và sẽ cần tung na tiền chuan tròn tế mai là kỹ đâu cần câu tweet thì đi khăn sẽ đủ ta chuanถ้ามีกลับตุ่มคานอีเรื่องการcâuประเทศจากการcâuช้าอันนู้นก็ประเทศจากการดูละส่วนมินเด็กเป็นเลยส่วนมิน trust เดียวที่ละแบงก์มิน trust เดียวที่ละตาส่วนกันไปเรียนเดียวที่ละดีค่ะตัวที่ยิงกันเสียเวลาดูอันนี้ So and then lastly, I have come to know that Mr. Sean Lal, Assistant Director MSME, will also be addressing this gathering. I have the opportunity to meet him a couple of times, and I personally want to thank him for his continuous effort for the development of MSME in Mizoram. And since our topic today is directly related to the benefits of MSMEs, I would request him, if possible, to cover the national scheduled caste, scheduled tribe hub schemes of the MSME, which I find will be greatly beneficial for the region, as most of the population out here are basically tribals. With that, I would like to conclude my very, very brief moment in this webinar. Thank you all. Back to you, Jeshi.
Thank you, Mr. David. Thank you very much. David, one query, like a lot of young entrepreneurs, like they face a lot of issues during the inception time, like this, how to start the business. Like, can you brief regarding like what are the challenges you have faced during the time you start your business, you start your industries? What are the challenges and what exactly you want to to our attendees or entrepreneurs so that even they will feel convenient and feel motivated?
Okay, so since most of the audience out here, the entrepreneurs are Mizo, so I would rather speaking Mizo in this case. Because I do
Yeah, okay, good, yeah.
Okay, is it fine? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, okay.
So because I do too, John give time. San say bank chi takal ni money. Bank som chu pala. Bun sam sang SBI bila pa bun sam sang. Tabai dong ve hop mai ama chu chan chu street publication jan ton kir khan bi pali ve ni chen chana. San say du chu ma ta chuan kaskalani kilan te kalo tum mo bok mo. Ta chuan tabai dong ama ro chu PMEGP they can apply via the port soon by he to the project very about to be dong do the win can run transfer ya it will help me hands the so to anway ko ha kan transfer kan ya so some bank ha SBI you can loan to kan so chan to coming shit we have so that coming shit really in the do lo tan tam ko mai ase ka be dong do lo wa so pathian sara kum so ni le no so chắc gì là cái chủ mình cái rất rất nhiều thì mình refine sẽ ru cái tia mình phải lấy mấy chắc là ông gì có sử dụng chứ bank than mình trust có đai này thì chúng mình trust rồi nuôi của mình cái có à sắc anh thì không mấy mà chứ chami trong khan thì cái này anh thì sang thế là anh tôi nó vào cái đầu sang về thế là tiền khan cũng xong như là chuan thì khan anh thổi về sen thì khan suy à sa til chu ama kan project te kan nei hi chiang ila chu ke ma chuan kan chian pat chuan project chu om zel ti kan sei du a chang em ti khan yeah
Sorry to interrupt. There's one question. I think Mr. Meena is about to leave at 5 p.m. So there is a question from the participant. Okay. Hello.
Yeah, I can hear you.
He's going to leave at 5 p.m. So yeah, he is going to leave at 5 p.m. There is one question from the participant. Mr. Meena, hello.
Yeah, I can hear you. Yeah, I can hear you.
Mr. Meena, hello. Yeah, sorry to interrupt, Mr. David. Sorry to interrupt. He's there only 5. He's there with us only at 5 till 5 p.m. So there's one question. Hello. Mr. Meena, I'll be asking you one question. Hello.
Yes, I'm hearing your question.
Yeah. There is one question. I wish to establish a press unit for the manufacturing furniture items out of solid wood. As heard, around 2 crores in the adult under the CGT-MSE scheme. How do I avail? Please advise.
Can you please repeat the question?
I wish to establish a press unit for manufacturing furniture items out of solid wood. As heard, around 2 crores can be availed under CGT-MSE scheme. How do I avail? Please advise.
Okay. The entrepreneur to set up one furniture making unit, the state, we want to arrange the loan under CGT-MSE. We is not having the collateral security with him. That is the problem. First, he has to prepare the project. He has to, after the preparation, all the relevant information nearest if he is dealing with some bank, he can approach that bank. Or approach any of the nearby commercial bank. He can submit his project report there. And in the application form, he indicate that he wants and he is not having collateral security. So based on the assessment of the study of the entrepreneurs, and the bank found that the bank is not this loan under CGT-MSE. Coverage under CGT-MSE indicate that he wants loan under CGT-MSE, and all other action are taken by the bank. Bank will take the coverage with the CGT-MSE for his loan, and he has to pay that CGT-MSE fees to the bank, and bank in turn will deposit that amount with the CGT-MSE. If the loan is sanctioned and that is covered under CGT-MSE, then he can set up his project based on the terms and conditions as to be indicated by the bank. Is it clear?
Yes, clear. One more question, one last question.
Yeah.
One last question. Is there provision for SIDBI ISO branch to sanction loan? If not, why? Does they have the power to sanction loans without collateral?
Yeah, I didn't get your question.
Is there, hello?
Yeah.
Is there provision for SIDBI ISO branch to sanction loans?
Yes, if that project is viable and it is within the area of our ISO branch, and if they can approach, if they want to approach SIDBI, he can approach SIDBI also. There is no restriction from SIDBI side that he will choose particular bank. But if he is far from ISO, for operational convenience, it is better that he should approach the local bank there. And another thing, because we are not providing working capital facility in that state, so if he approach the commercial bank in the state, it will be easier for him to get the working capital facility simultaneously. Else he will have to approach for working capital facility to the commercial bank. We will provide term loan and working capital facilities and be provided by the commercial bank. It will be better for him if he approach the commercial bank for both the facilities. Even if he wants to approach SIDBI, then he is welcome. Is it clear?
I think the participant is very clear. Hello, yeah. Any more questions? So we are leaving within 2 to 3 minutes. So if there's any questions for the participant, can you shoot the question to him? Yes. Any questions? I think, Mr. Samin, I think they are clear. Like, if there is any doubt, in future, we'll have your contact and we'll directly contact you so that, like, even privately, they can have a chat with you and, like, discuss the different things which are not made clear here. I think it's okay with you. Right?
Welcome. Coordinator can circulate my number also. And my local branch in charge, Mr. Vikas Agarwal, is also available in this webinar. If some question is there after my leave, you can give that question to Vikas Agarwal. He is present in this webinar.
Okay. Okay. Thank you very much, Mr. Meena. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you all. Thank you all. Bye.
Bye. Yeah. The next question is to Mr. David again. I think David should continue. I'm very sorry to interrupt Mr. David.
No issue.
Beginning of because so like we've interrupted your talks. So can you please continue which was stuck on the stuck?
I'm not getting your question properly.
Can you please continue?
Okay.
The challenges which you're sharing your challenges, you're sharing the issues. So like, can you share your the issues which you have faced during the establishment of your industries? I mean, you are sharing on those.
Yeah, Mr. Jeshi, I just almost completed what I was trying to say. So basically, what I was saying is that you should be completely sure of your projects. Because right now I've just heard some questions where you want a pre-built project. So I don't think for my side it's possible. So what I think best is, like, you have to know what you want. Then you have to tell your project, whoever makes your project, you have to tell him what you want. But because a project maker will not know much of what you really need. So he will not be knowing your capacity and all this, because that's how it is. So that's how when you get funding, when you try for funding, that is where you get rejected. So that's pretty much what I can say right now.
Any questions from the participant? Any question from the participant to Mr. David Hilzotur? No, Mr. David. Any question? Any question? Is one of the industrialists here from Mizoram? Any questions? Hilzotur. Mrs. Agnes, I think the participant voice is not muted, right? Mrs. Agnes.
Yes, Sobin. It's muted, but anyone can raise their hands, okay, over there, and then we will just unmute them, okay.
Okay.
But Sobin, we are just running a little bit out of time, okay. There are plenty of speakers that.
Sure.
Yeah.
So I'll continue with Mr. Sohanlal Khadia. Mr. Sohanlal, are you there?
Yeah, hello.
Hi. Mr. Sohanlal is a director of MSME. He's a director of MSME. So,
are you correct? I am the assistant director.
Oh, you are assistant director.
Yeah.
So I heard you are director. Okay, I think you will play a very important role today. So, everything has been explained. Regarding the Udyam registration, this and that, everything has been explained. So, two things I want to ask, which are important right now. A lot of people are very confused regarding the MSME. In MSME, I think there are two parts. One is the service-based and one is manufacturing-based, right?
Yeah.
Am I right? So,
yeah.
Lot of people are very confused. Lot of people, the people who are into trading business, even things that they can apply for the MSME and all. So can you elaborate more about this service-based business which comes under MSME?
Okay, fine. Yeah, I'll do that. So as you know that from July 1st onwards, that is the new regulation has come up for the definition of MSMEs. As my previous speakers also, they have given a more elaborate on the definition of MSMEs. So from now onwards, from July 1st onwards, the MSME will be categorized as a single enterprise. Not earlier, it was based on the manufacturing and service sector. So from now onwards, there is no service sector. It is basically called as an enterprise, MSE enterprise. So on what basis they are categorized into micro, small, and medium? So basically they are categorized into micro, small, and medium on the basis of investment in plant and machineries and in turnover. So if suppose a enterprise having a turnover of less than 5 crore and a investment in plant and machinery is less than 1 crore, then it will be treated as a micro enterprise. Either it's a manufacturing or a service sector, it doesn't matter. It will be called as a micro enterprise. And same as if the investment is less than 10 crore and the turnover is less than 50 crore, then it will be called as a small enterprise. And same as in medium, the investment is less than 50 crore and the turnover is less than 250 crore, then it will be termed as a medium enterprise. So as you said, people are getting confused. So I'll clear the doubt. There is no provision of trading industries in the the gadget notification released by our ministry. So earlier, it was a speculation that trading sector will be also included in the MSE sector, but it has not been cleared. Only the manufacturing and service sector will be considered as a micro, small, and medium enterprises. So no trading enterprises will be treated as micro, small, and medium enterprises. So how we are going to justify that you have a investment of plant and machinery as per the selling? So for that you need to file the IT returns. So as so I'll say that on 1st of July, our ministry has also launched a portal. It is known as udyamregistration.gov.in. Earlier it was Udyog Aadhaar registration, udyogaadhaar.gov.in. So it has been superseded by this one, udyamregistration.gov.in, and it is a single registration that a enterprise has to obtain. Earlier, many people, they have the Udyam registration and they got registered in the state government agencies and other agencies. So whoever having the older registration, whatever the registration they have, again they have to register in the Udyam registration. So what ministry has done now, they have linked the ITR portal and the GSTN portal combinedly. So suppose if enterprise is filing an ITR return, so they are mentioning that what is the plant and machineries, means total investment they have. So they are declaring in the IT return file. So once they will give their PAN number, so automatically it will get linked to the ITR portal, and the portal will automatically calculate whether that falls under the micro, small or medium enterprises. And same time for calculating the turnover, it is linked with the GSTN portal. So once you enter your GSTN portal, so automatically they will retrieve all the data from the GSTN portal, and they will tell you whether your turnover is less than 5 crore, 50 crore or 250 crore. So based on that, your enterprise will be categorized as micro, small and medium enterprise. And till now, many people are asking us doubt, and they have that they don't have a PAN card or the GSTN file. So no need to worry for that. You have time till March 21st to obtain your PAN card and GSTN number. So once you obtain your PAN card and GSTN number, so you can you can update that in the portal. And moreover, like some people in the Northeast, I know that many people, they are not filing the ITR because of the SC/ST people, they are not giving because of some restricted area, even though they have to get a PAN card, and they have to file for a nil return. So what you will have, if you are filing for a nil return, then automatically it will be showed in the portal. So they don't need to worry for that case, or we are not paying the income tax. So that's why we can declare any the figure that we are paying tax. So no need to worry. You just file a nil return. Same thing, even if for the GSTN there is 10 lakh, if your turnover is less than 10 lakh, you no need to file for the GSTN returns. Then also you just obtain the GSTN number, and you can file the nil return every month. The entrepreneurs, those who are having the GSTN number, they are filing the returns. So you just file the returns. In that, in case you don't have to pay anything, and your turnover is very less, you just file 0. So that also it will be reflected in the portal. So this is for the existing entrepreneurs. And the new entrepreneurs, those who want to register in the Udyam portal, they also get registered in the Udyam portal, but they have to upload the PAN card and this GSTN number before 31st. Otherwise, if they are not uploading the details, then the registration number, it will get cancelled automatically. Means earlier it was that some people are approaching us, and we do have the officer login ID, and we log in that, and we just help in the registration. But now it is being operated by the portal, and it is the latest technology, artificial intelligence and the data analytics has been included in that. So automatically this portal is working. In future, maybe in a coming month, we'll be getting the officer registration, login ID, password. So any people those are facing any difficulties, so we can help them out. So one more important thing is that while going for the Udyam registration, you need to have your Aadhaar card and the mobile number linked together. So because once first they were asking for the Aadhaar card number and your name. So when you enter your Aadhaar card and your name, automatically a OTP will be sent to your mobile number. So if you don't have these two linked together, then you can do the Udyam registration. So it is applicable for all the enterprises, like whether it is a proprietorship firm or a private partnership or a limited liability, whatever the firm, you have to get registered yourself in the Udyam registration. And the previous registration numbers like the Udyog Aadhaar, so it will be not accepted after March 21st. So before that, you have to do the registration and you have to update your details. And apart from that, the ministry has announced the championsportal.gov.in. So it is a portal where you will find all the information, and you can address your queries, facing any problems in case of getting the finance, or in getting the clearance from the state government or any central government, or any delayed payment issues. You can upload in the championsportal.gov.in. So what has happened? So now the ministry has done. So they have established the state control room. So in every DI we do have a state control room, and whatever the problems or the grievances are coming, we are just trying to solve the issues within 72 hours. Even if it is not in our purview, we are forwarding it to the concerned department. Say there are some issues related to bank, like the loans and all, as you people are asking the question to SIDBI and all. So SIDBI and other banks are also the part of the champions portal. So they have their representatives in every state, and they are working closely with us. So in Mizoram, we have our state champions room in our branch office that has been looked after by our state in charge, Mr. Benjamin Lalpu. So in case you can ask him for any help, but whatever the issues that we have, you can address it in online portal. So that will be very easy for us, because sometimes if you are calling or saying orally, then there might be some chances that someone will miss something. So it's a proper portal, championsportal.gov.in. So you can go there and you can address your grievances. I'm not going to cover all the financial announcement that has been done under the Atmanirbhar scheme, because many of our speakers, they have covered all the topics. So apart from the registration and addressing any issues in the champions portal, if you have any doubts, then you can ask me. And Mr. David has asked me about to elaborate some schemes about the national SC/ST hub under that scheme. So I'll tell that it is one of the schemes that is being handled by our NSIC department. So under the Ministry of MSME, we have three bodies. One is our MSME Development Institute. It is directly come under the Ministry of MSME. Second one is the KVIC, and third is the NSIC. So NSIC is the nodal agency to deal with the SC/ST scheme. So under that scheme, we are just calling it as National SC/ST Hub. So under that scheme, there are many details are there. One is the single point registration scheme. So in this, you have to suppose a organization or an enterprise want to participate in bid of the PSUs or the any central government agencies tender. So they have to get registered on in single point registration scheme. So where you have to give all the details of your enterprise. So based on the technical details what you have filled online, so one person will be coming from the NSIC and they will do all the inspection. So based on the inspection and the kind of facilities that you are providing and the kind of facilities you have, so they will assess all the things and they will give a registration certificate. So that will validate your technical ability to compete for the bid. Because when you are applying for a bid or when you no CPSUs or the government agencies will come and verify your what the technical ability you have. So if you're doing the registration under this scheme, single point registration scheme, then NSIC people, they will come and they will do all the verification work. So this is one of the scheme. Second is the special marketing assistance scheme. So under this scheme, our ministry is providing the SC/ST entrepreneur, those who have, they can go and attend the trade fair. Either it's a national level trade fair or an international level trade fair with a free of cost. Means they don't need to pay the stall charges to the organizer, and the traveling, one person traveling will be borne by the respective NSIC office or the MSME DI office. So I'll say every year our ministry is declaring that this year these are the approved national and international trade fair. So well in advance we are just releasing the list where a entrepreneur, they can go and participate in the trade fair. So before participation, they need to give an application with the registration details, and they have to declare whether they are micro, small or medium enterprise. Generally, it is not for the medium enterprises, it is only for the micro and small enterprises. So they have to give an application and they tell that, sir, we are interested to participate in the trade fair. So we'll forward their application, and whatever they have to, first they will have to spend the money, and after attending the trade fair, they have to submit the bills and other details, and based on that we'll reimburse the whole amount. It is only for the one person traveling and the stall charges. So this is the first part, and second part is the like bank guarantee. Bank guarantee of 50% or 1 lakh rupees, whichever is less, on performance bank guarantee charges paid by the SC/ST participant in the tenders of the central, state government or PSUs. So while applying for the tenders, some of the government agencies, they are asking for the bank guarantee. So under this scheme, you can avail this like facility, like 50% or the 1 lakh will be given by the by NSIC under this scheme. But in our public procurement policies, MSME entrepreneurs, those who want to like participate in the bidding process, they no need to pay the EMD charges. So they have to give a like Udyog Aadhaar registration certificate, and they have to tell that ki we are SC enterprise, so they don't need to pay the EMD charges. And moreover, like 44% of the total bidding amount or the bidding portion has been reserved for the SC/ST entrepreneurs. Suppose suppose 100%, I'll say 1 crore tender is out by some PSU, suppose say GAIL or ONGC. So out of that 1 crore, 4% of the total amount has been reserved for the SC/ST entrepreneurs. So they can like the SC/ST entrepreneurs, they can apply for the, if not for the manufacturing, they can apply for the service sector, like this providing manpower and other services that is required by the PSUs. Third is the like testing fee reimbursement. Testing fee under this scheme, like 50% or 1 lakh, excluding GST, whichever is lower, charged by the testing like the agencies, that will be paid by the NSIC or the under the SC/ST hub. What suppose any entrepreneurs or any enterprise want to do some kind of testing in the NABL accredited lab, and they are paying some testing fee. So after paying the testing fee, they can come with the like the receipt, and they can submit, and they can claim the reimbursement. So it will like up to 1 lakh we can like be reimbursing in a financial year. And the fourth one is the membership in the Export Promotion Council. So here like 50% of the amount or 20%, whichever is lower, is paid by the government under this scheme to the entrepreneurs, those who want to be the member of the Export Promotion Council. So they can get the membership, and they can claim the like reimbursement under this scheme. So these are some of the scheme like handled by our ministry, and for this NSIC is the nodal agency. If you have any doubt, you can contact to our office, or you can contact to the NSIC office that is in Guwahati, Bamuni Maidan. So if you want any contact details, I'll be there to help you. So this is from my side. Any doubt you can ask me. Hello? Hello?
Yeah. Hello.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry. There is one question. There's one question.
Yeah.
I think it's there on your taskbar. That means if even if we have registration also, we still need to re-register in the Udyam. That's one question from the panelists.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. You need to re-register yourself in udyamregistration.gov.in. Because okay, what will happen? Yeah. Till March 21st, the like what is accessibility has been given to all the like existing entrepreneurs. So till that time they can use the Udyog Aadhaar registration, but after that it will be invalid. So before that they have to register themselves in udyamregistration.gov.in.
Okay, thank you. One more question. It's a very common question. Regarding the collateral again, you know, like, does the MSME help regarding, you know, for giving a free collateral? I mean, by approaching to the commercial bank for the working capital and all. Does you people, you know, like, give a forward or lead to the bank if the bank insists to give us a free collateral?
No. Because all the financial is been handled by the, like what you say, the banks or the KVIC. See, even if in PMEGP our ministry is providing the amount, but it is been dealt by the KVIC and the DIC, respective DIC. They are doing that. For the collateral-free loan, it comes under the CGT MSE. Okay, so one trust has been formed by the ministry and the SIDBI. So in collaboration, one trust has been formed where ministry used to put the money and SIDBI and the other banks used to disburse the amount. Suppose if you are going for a collateral if you want a collateral free loan, then you have to approach the nodal banks for the for taking the loan or for the approval, because in that we don't have any role. We have only the ministry have the fund, and they are just putting it in that CGT MSE for trust, and nodal SIDBI is the nodal agency for this, and they have been looking after this trust, and all the power, or I'll say the approval, it is with the bank only. If your project is viable, they will go through the project. If your project is viable, then the concerned manager or the in charge, they will approve the loan. So we don't, being a MSME development institute, we don't have any role in that.
So the role is with the commercial bank and the SIDBI. So we need to take the help from those people, right? And for the working capital, I think SIDBI doesn't provide. So I think for that, we need to approach to the commercial bank.
Yeah, commercial bank. Yeah.
Okay. So any queries? Any queries? We are running out of time. So we are having just 35 minutes left for this webinar. So if there is any question, you can ask Mr. Sohan. So any question from the panelists? Yeah, I think there are no more questions. If question arises, Mr. Sohan, I think I'll call you up again. I'll point you out. So let me move to the next speaker.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you very much. Thank you very much. Next question goes to our next speaker is Mr. Jimmy Lalompuya from MRB. Is he there?
Yeah. Can you hear me?
Yeah, it's audible. It's audible. It's audible.
Okay. Good afternoon, everyone.
Yeah, good afternoon. Mr. Jimmy,
yes.
Oh, I think all the things are being highlighted. So I'm going to ask you one question. I think everyone is everyone is having a doubt on that. Regarding the collateral, regarding the working capital, how does MRB support to this SME regarding the working capital loan? Does it provide a free collateral for the working capital? Is there any, any facilities which you can support?
Hello?
Yeah.
Hello?
Yeah, it's audible.
Sorry, I cannot hear you properly.
I'll ask again. Is it audible?
Yes, yes.
Regarding the working capital loan for the MSME,
okay.
So how does MRB support for the loan for this MSME scheme? Under the MSME schemes, what are the support which you can give regarding the loan with collateral, without collateral, and for the working capital? So for availing loan, what are the support you can give? Is it audible, Mr. Jimmy?
Hello?
Is it audible?
Sorry, I cannot hear you properly. Am I audible?
Yeah, you are audible. You are audible. Agnes, can you hear me?
Hello?
Mrs. Agnes.
Okay, I'll switch off the video.
Yes, Sobin, I can hear you.
The one which I raised the query, is it audible? The one which I have just said.
Regarding the collateral, what's the
Yeah.
offer?
To the MRB. Is it? I think Jimmy can't hear my words. I think he's running out of net. Let me try again. Mr. Jimmy, is it audible now?
Hello.
Yeah, we are hearing you. Yeah, we can hear.
I think we're having a network problem here.
Might be.
So I think we can move to SBI while we are waiting for Mr. Jimmy.
Yeah, Mr. Jimmy. Yeah. Let me move to Mr. R.H. Limpuya, Chief Manager, Credit Regional Business Office of SBI. Hi, sir. Hello. Is it audible?
Yeah, please go ahead. Yes, please go ahead.
Yeah. I'll be asking the same questions which I asked to Mr. Jimmy, like what will be your support for the working capital regarding the free collateral loans and everything? If someone comes to avail a loan from the SBI, what are the support you'll be giving without collateral and with collateral?
Am I audible?
Yes, audible.
Yes, sir. Yes.
You can.
First of all, I would like to thank this CII program. It's a great opportunity for us to have an interaction with the entrepreneurs and all. Actually, now I think that alongside our discussions, one of our main topics is regarding the quarter-free loan and all, if I'm not wrong. So the interest also has been shown from the organizer, and I think also from the participants also, from the participants also. Yeah, regarding this collateral-free loan, yes, of course, now also we're giving collateral-free loan. But as we have heard before, like collateral-free loan is much possible, but the thing is that from the bank point of view, that we have to safeguard our, money. That is, in fact, it is not the bank money; it is actually the public money. So, in order to safeguard this thing, that to provide this collateral-free loan, we have to satisfy ourselves with the project and how the project will be implemented. So, basing on this, like I have taken over this chief manager credit recently, but my way of doing is that whenever an entrepreneur approaching me, I want a briefing of their project by themselves. So now also among the participants also we have set together a few weeks back regarding the one entrepreneur. There is a partnership firm coming to us for this new ventures. So there also we want a briefing, like because the project cost is quite high in this way. We want to see how far.
I'll just interrupt you. Hello. Hello. Yes. Can you please switch off your video because your audible is so difficult to hear. Yes.
Okay.
Thank you.
So it is like that when people come to know about the collateral free loan, they will just come and jump on everything like to take this and that. But the thing is that bank also has to protect themselves from erosion of the public money. We don't say that it is not possible; it is possible, but based on this, reliability, integrity, and viability, feasibility of the projects and all. So that is how we are going. We are not just rejecting. We are going now. Also, we are giving this collateral free loan. So that is our position regarding this collateral free loan. So am I coming to your question? Is it clear? Or should I go ahead?
Yeah, I think I think it's clear. It's pretty quite clear because a lot of people will be needing this capital expense, to run for the initial operating expense and everything. So for that, I think if you can approach, if entrepreneurs can approach you, I think it will be much better with all the project report. I think will be great, helpful for the others. I think we need your details and everything. Once the participant asks, your details, everything will forward to them regarding these loans and everything. I think you will help on that. So I think everyone is very clear with that. Any query from the participants? Because I'm only the one who's quoting up the questions. Like if anyone has a doubt or something regarding the interest rate and everything, if anyone is having any doubt, we can directly contact him. We'll be having all the info and every details. Okay, we'll move to our next speaker, Mr. K. Samuel. Thank you very much, sir. We're moving to our next speaker, Mr. K. Samuel. Mr. K. Samuel, are you audible? Hello. Hello, Mr. Samuel. Hello. Yes, is it audible?
Yeah, there is one question coming in from Ms. Madhuri Ralte. Okay, so yeah.
Okay.
Want to raise the hand.
Okay.
Hello.
Please.
Yeah, please go ahead.
Can you hear me?
Can
you hear me? Can you hear me?
Yeah. Speak.
Yeah, I have a question regarding the reimbursement of testing from NABL accredited lab. So we don't have NABL accredited lab here in Mizoram, and we have there is RIPANS, that is Regional Institute of Paramedical Sciences. So can that be accepted by MSME, or does it have to be necessarily NABL accredited lab? Like for our convenience, I mean.
Yeah, Mr. Sohanlal. Hello.
Hello.
Mr. Sohan. Yeah, Mr. Sohan.
Yeah.
I think the question is to you.
Yeah. See, as per the guideline, it was mentioned about the NABL accredited lab. Okay.
Yeah.
So
testing is a problem for us entrepreneurs.
Yeah.
So sending a sample to NABL accredited lab is a problematic for us. And while refunds here in Mizoram, ISOL itself can do the testing of our products, of different testing. So can you accept that? Can MSME accept refunds as a testing lab for, can you give special consideration?
Ma'am, as I said,
enjoy that reimbursement scheme, but it's a problem for us. So for our convenience, if you can be flexible and accept refunds as a testing lab.
Ma'am, is that the lab is BIS accredited certificate, that the lab?
This I'm not sure, because all the testing is done by them.
Yeah, ma'am.
They are not NABL accredited lab. That's all I know, but the rest I'm not sure.
Ma'am, the lab, those who are doing the testing kind of activities, they are either NABL or BIS accredited lab. If that lab is also a BIS accredited, then you can also avail that facility.
Okay, that we'll find out, and I'll be in touch with Mr. Peter, I guess.
Yeah, ma'am. NSIC is the right agency. They are the nodal agency for that. If that lab is like BIS, you can contact to Mr. Peter.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you.
Coming to the next speaker, let me connect Mr. Jimmy Lalompuya, MRB. I think since due to the net connectivity, we hadn't made a connection to him. So, Mr. Jimmy, are you audible?
Hello? Hello?
Yeah. Yes, audible.
Yeah, I can hear you now. But
is it?
Your voice is breaking very much.
My voice is not audible, huh?
Voice is breaking.
Mrs. Agnes, can you hear me?
Yes, Sobin, I can hear you, both of you. I can hear.
My voice is clear, right?
Yes, I can hear both of you, Mr. Jimmy and you. Yes, very clear.
Mrs. Jimmy.
Hello?
Mrs. Jimmy. Yeah. Question regarding the last time, the question which I recently the question which I've asked you regarding the support for the MSME loan.
Yes, yes.
Regarding the support for the MSME loan, I mean, without collateral, how the bank is playing and how the bank is supporting for the SME.
Actually, our bank is facing some problem because our registration for CGTMSE is already gone, and we cannot register in that CGTMSE for the time being. Okay, so collateral-free loan, we don't do much. Am I audible? Hello?
Audible. You are audible. You are audible. Yes, speak. Speak.
So, in most of our loans, we insist on collateral securities because, as I already said, our registration at CGTMSE is not valid anymore. So, if it is possible, we used to take collateral security in that matter.
Okay. For you, for MSME, I mean the collateral is must, right? So, can you elaborate regarding the interest rate if someone wants to take loan not in a collateral free way? So, what will be the interest rate? You know, the floating rate, the floating interest rate.
Okay, yes, please. Let me see it. We don't have separate interest rates for that collateral free or with collateral. For our SME loans, the interest is around 12.5 to 13 per annum.
Okay, that means same is with the what we call this CC loan.
Yes, CC and yes, all SME loans are having interest around 12.5, 13. Yeah, in our bank.
13%. Very good to hear from you, Mr. Jimmy. Like, if any inquiry comes, or if any of our entrepreneurs or any of panel, like attendees, if they want to take loan and all, I will share your contact. So kindly help them in taking loans in a very easy way, I guess.
Okay.
Are there any other schemes other than this? Other than MSME, where the local business or a very small loan where you can provide easily to other people?
For this, yeah, we have introduced one loan. Actually, it was introduced by the government of India, PM Swanidhi, that street vendor loan. We are also having this kind of loan in our bank. The target is
benefits. Yep. What are the benefits?
It is very easy to take. No security is needed, and of course the loan quantum is very low here. The maximum is 10,000 only. But for the street vendors and the hawkers, for small entrepreneurs, they can approach the branches where they are having their savings account.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you very much, Mr. Jimmy. Thank you very much. Is there any query? Any query from the participant? Okay. Let's move to our next speaker. We are running out of time. Mr. Z. Lalun Moya, from the National Insurance Company. Is it audible?
Yes, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Z. Lalun Moya. Yeah, it's audible. It's audible from this side. Yeah. Now, as an insurance, the most important part which I feel to raise is only one question. Like a lot of people, these issues mostly to the business people. Regarding the insurance, people, while sending their goods, for example, let's say XYZ, plans to send goods from different districts, from Aizawl district to Saiha or from Aizawl to different states. Okay. So if they want to make an insurance for the goods, if you want to insure those goods, what are the procedure? Because anything might happen during the traveling and all. If the vehicle got accident or if something occurs, some pandemic occurs or something. So if the good amount is high, so those would get to be insured. So what are the premium rates for those all different goods and all? I mean, for the food items, for the building materials, as per truck. Can you elaborate on this?
Yes. See, those for we are calling those things as transit insurance. Okay. In transit insurance, we can insure all the items that is being transported through road, waterways, or by flight. Okay. And based on the value of the consignment, the rates are charged, and there are different options available depending on the coverage. Okay. And normally we are giving them this one risk specific risk based insurance. In this specific risk, all the risks that are covered are mentioned, and we are insuring them. It's very nominal. Okay. For example, recently we insured one consignment from Railtel Corporation of India Limited. Their consignment was around 2,000 crore. And then the premium was only in the range of 2 lakhs for 2,000 crore. So you can calculate accordingly for that. That is the type of coverage that they are taking, and then all risk coverage are also available. And for the loading coverage also is available. And then apart from that, is there any questions for insurance? Hello?
Any questions? Any questions from the audience?
See, may I add some more thing regarding insurance, not only for marine insurance? Okay?
Yes, sure.
The speakers before me are from the banks and the regulators and the implementing boards, like the nodal agencies and all, right? So once the business is set up, there our main role starts. The insurance company's role starts, because we are the ones who are insuring all their assets, including their machineries, their buildings, and everything. For example, if a person sets up his business in like farms, animal farm, poultry farms, or something, so he can insure all his poultries, if it is a pig farms, like that. So we are having multiple options for insurance. So currently we are having around hundreds of policies available with us. So you can imagine, you can simply put it like this, that apart from life insurance, everything else can be insured with us. And currently we are having an office in Aizawl, Zodin Square. So if I'm going to talk about all our products right now, I believe that time is really limited. So if anyone is interested, so we are always open for you, and you are always to come and visit us, and then I can assure you that we will give you the best rates and the best service possible in Mizoram. For example, currently we are facing lots of we are exposed to different types of natural calamities like earthquakes and these pandemics and diseases to our farm animals. So during these times, we are covering like insurance for buildings, their machineries, the transit insurance, flood, earthquakes. We are covering from all those calamities. Okay. So I believe for a startup companies, the main important thing will be the security of our business, which we can get it from by insuring all our infrastructures as well as our business. So from any among the attendee, if anyone is having insurance related query, we can very well give you, or you can walk into our office also. Hello, Mr. Sobin?
Yeah, you are audible.
Okay.
Yeah, you are audible. Yeah, speak.
Okay, apart from that, see, if I'm going to talk about all the general insurance, okay, so it's really vast, and then for the startup business,
the main thing which we are giving is like machinery breakdown policy. If the machine is not functioning, obviously their production will slow down and then their production might stop. So all the machines, the equipments can be insured with us. In addition to that, electronic equipments, all the machines, electronics like the computers, the printers, and all their data can be insured with us. Okay, and then all their shops, their outlets, in case of like burglary and theft and fire, all those things can be included in this insurance apart from the machine. So on top of that, even the staff and everything can be insured from personal accident, health insurance, all those are available with us. Okay.
Okay. Very good one. Very good one. You have shared regarding the machineries and these officers. I was about to ask you that question, but you have told everything in detail.
Okay.
That one is very good because everything should be insured for the safety of our business,
Yes.
so that our safety ratio should be higher, right? So,
Yes.
any query from the audience? Any query regarding the insurance? And Mr. Zetlalun Moya will give the best interest rate, I guess, as compared to other what we call the insurance company. What is the floating interest rate and everything? You know, the charges, the premium charges and everything. So,
Okay.
can you tell on that just for some few minutes?
Yes. First of all, what I would like to talk about is that we are the only divisional office in Mizoram, okay, among the general insurance sector. So our financial authorities are a little bit higher compared with other offices. On top of that, our premium rates are as per the IRDA guidelines only, no extra cost, nothing. So for usually the rates for transit insurance are like 1 rupee for 1,000 rupees. Suppose if it is 1 crore, if you divide it by 1,000, then 1% would be the premium rate for that. So that is the premium structure for marine insurance. And for fire insurance, in fire insurance, we are talking about coverage of 12 perils. Okay, in fire insurance, your equipment or your building will be covered from 12 perils, including flood, inundation, landslide, all those things, lightning, fire, and everything will be covered under one policy. The premium rate is like, depending on the type of usages, it differs. Okay, there are different types of usage. For example, a building is used for shops, a building is used for auditorium, it may be for residential. So depending on the type of accommodation, the premium rate differs. But it's very nominal for a residential building. The premium rates will be around, for 1 crore residential building, your premium rates will be only around 4,000 approximately, including taxes, okay, for residential building.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much for your work regarding the insurance and the insured machinery, transit insurance and everything. And one question, this question will go to both Mr. Jimmy and Mr. Lalpuya. So first query, I'll go to Mr. Jimmy. There is one query. Is there any small loan, say about 5 lakhs for building extension, more like business extension loan, which require no security? Yeah, first question will be to Mr. Jimmy. Yeah, Jimmy, are you audible?
Yes. Can you please repeat the question?
It's there on the screen, I guess, on the right side. You can see on the just below the taskbar, there is one question. Is there any small loan, say about 5 lakhs for building extension, more like business extension, which require no security?
No security.
The person requires 5 lakh rupees for building extension. It's for the business purpose, which I mean no security, without any security.
I don't think we can give without any security. At least some security must be there.
So some security must be there. Okay. Yeah. The next question to Mr. H. Ladimpuya, Chief Manager Credit. So a small question. Are you audible? Hello. Mr. H. Simpuya.
Yes.
Yeah. You know what? Presenter needs to be.
I can.
There is a small question. Is there any small loan, say about 5 lakhs, for building extension, more like a business extension loan, which requires no security?
In general, hello.
Please
Hello.
put off your video.
Hello.
Yeah, it's audible. It's audible.
Actually, for expansion of business, actually, now at this moment, the scheme that is available is guarantee this scheme or emergency credit line that rise out of this COVID-19. And this is the only possible way to expand the business and to fill up the working capital gap also. Actually, at the beginning, Mr. Mina has already narrated about this scheme. It is for the existing borrowers who are having a good track like the loan to be SMA, below SMA 2. That is a standard account. And it's not only 5 lakhs. Depending upon the size of the existing loan, many of them are taking more than lakhs. Actually, the maximum amount is quite low. The scheme is available.
Okay. Okay, thank you very much, sir. Thank you very much, sir. And our last speaker for today, Mr. LP Lal Thankima, Regional Manager, SBI. Are you audible, sir? Hello?
Yes, can you hear me?
Yes, you're audible, sir. You're audible. I think you have waited a long time. Very sorry for the time constraint, sir.
That is all right, sir. That is
you have waited so long. It was supposed to get completed by 6 p.m., but now it's getting 6:30.
Yes, sir. Please go ahead. Please go ahead.
Video how long voice
Yes, sir. Please go ahead.
Okay. Alam na nga stop my video niya. It is already there. Wait a second. Actually, here I have put on the video also. I don't know how it does not come in the screen. Anyway, that's.
You can see your video.
Yeah, I can see myself. I don't know what it is transmitted here.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is a very beautiful discussion I've seen because many people have raised their concern about the bank and about the credit facilities, whatever bank can give. And then regarding this credit guarantee scheme, that what we call normally collateral free loan. Here there is some specification like NPS should be this much, it should not be more than this much. That's why like branches, a bank like MRB may not be able to join this credit guarantee scheme. So that for that it till now they have not joined it. And then this credit guarantee scheme, it can be like a CLP also. The problem we have here is CLP is 5 minutes, 59 minutes loan. It is very easy loan, but we cannot, most of us cannot take this opportunity with ITR because ITR here is a must. So like that, if we can file income tax return, then we can even, we may not be giving income tax, but if we file income tax return, then we'll be eligible under this 59 minutes loan. This is also collateral free loan. It is documentation, everything is very easy. So those who need it, that option also can be work out. And then collateral free loan, actually that borrower has to pay for that CGTMSC fee, which is quite high in if the loan is high. Suppose like 2 crore, they might need to give 4 lakh per year. product collateral fee, that CGTMSC fee. All those things are there. And then the most important thing is which one is the most suitable for my proposal. Because these are all ongoing schemes by the bank with the government of India. So it is many people are given under this collateral free loan, like all mudras, PMEGP, all those things except this primary security. No collateral security has been taken. So all these things, like even vehicle, also only primary security will be there, like Stand Up India, Mudra, all those things. So many schemes are there. Only thing is that we should have a proper, even this entrepreneurs also, what they need is we should be thorough with our project. Because when normally what I've seen is many cases like PMEGP borrowers, they don't know what is their scheme also. So many people like that. Suppose one person came to my office and asked me that he selected for PMEGP of 5 lakhs. Then I asked him, what is your trade? He said, this is a brick industry. I asked him whether he has ever had involved in this activity before. He said he don't know. He never involved in this brick industry. Then I asked him how you know, do you have any technical know-how, all those things. He said he don't know anything about that, but he has been told that if you take brick industry, then you will be you'll be eligible for 5 lakhs. See, that our approach from the side of the bank as well as from the side of the entrepreneurs also, it is very important that we are really serious about the project. Because bank also wants to sanction loan. It's not that bank doesn't want to sanction loan. Recently one party came and then I have discussed and then I listened their presentation and then I know that they are very serious and then they are thorough about their the scheme which they want to take up. So straight away I said I call there's a branch manager, you process the loan and then we have to sanction it. That also under CGTMSC. That call them free. It's about 50-60 lakhs. So likewise, no, the bank also wants to finance. We are very serious about giving funds to the state and then developing the state. That also we are also quite serious. But we also need entrepreneur who is very, very serious, who really wants to involved in this business with wholeheartedly. So this is the issue we have now. This is closely, totally related with the customer service, because bank also they have maybe see that customer service. We're trying to improve customer service in the bank, especially in state banks. We have a council each and every staff. I have counsel each and every staff more than 1 hour each. All the staff of State Bank of India working in Mizoram. Just to improve the customers, how to talk to them, how to deal with them, and then if they don't know the product, they should not stop the customer there itself. They should refer to the person who knows. And then any person who comes to the bank, they should not straight away refuse it, and then they should refer to someone who can help them. So likewise, because it all depends on, because I know many entrepreneurs, they are afraid of approaching the bank. But my invitation to all of you is that don't hesitate to approach the branch or bank. Or if you are not satisfied there, then you can also come to my office every time. You are all welcome. Because I'm also SLBC convener. We have a SLBC meeting every quarter, and then we are reviewing the performance of the banks each and every time. But it becomes a routine meeting. This is what we need to change. We need to change the situation. We should have holistic approach, and then we should be very serious with all these things. Like GECL. Now everyone has to give, whoever has eligible, they have to get GECL. Otherwise, customer has to give opt-out letter if he don't want to get that facility. But the approach we have for all the bank is not very, very sufficient. This is what I feel from SLBC side. So all those things we need to work together. We need to change the economy of the state by working together. Now also not only SME, it's all like agriculture also. Everything everywhere. Bank has a very good scheme all the time. But only thing I just request to my to entrepreneur. You have to increase your income from there, and then you have to earn your livelihood from there. So it is a joint venture. So both of us should be very, very serious on this issue. So anyone who is because I had talked with I had a very long talk with the that industries that what they call. I talked to them. Then we have ITI. After ITI, why you don't select young good entrepreneur, and then we can train them in our city for financial management, and then after that we can extend loan. That also I have requested them. But I hope. But now I hope things is coming up. People are also have interest on it. Today discussion also is a beautiful discussion, and then. Things will improve because we need to improve our income, and then we need to improve our GDP, and we need to uplift the economy of the state. This is the main duty of the bank as well as the general, especially entrepreneurs. So now I'll just ask my Mapuya to show us some slides that we need to show it here because that customer service, customer service is the most important. But bank is pointing towards customer service. What is the right of the customer? That all the customer need to know. This is very, very important. Because I think there are so many other community who knows better than us and who can go better than us. Here though, when it comes to, we just simply go to social media, Facebook or somewhere else, and then we didn't go to the exact point for complaining the services we are getting. Now Mizoram, we used to get some complaints, but that complaints mainly from the farmers. They were aware of that. Last week only one Chakma, he came and then he has got admission in that IIM Trichy. So he has to deposit 3 lakhs immediately. And then that also within 2-3 days. He approached our branch of Chongte branch, State Bank of India Chongte branch. There they said that if for only 2 days is there, then we cannot process the loan. So immediately he came and then he sent mails to us. How can we help? What to do? Then we arrange it, and then we talk to that Trichy, that IIM Trichy, and then for that we have arranged 16 lakhs for it. So many things we are not. We need to study as a public, as an entrepreneur, as a student. We need to study also. There are so many ways that you can ask the bank. You can make the bank to do what you want to do. Don't just simply get the bow down to the frontline staff talking to you and then telling that it's not possible. Don't simply give it up. You have to come deeper. So that way, I just want to show some slides how customers are important and how what is that customer service commitment bank is having. That will just show 2-3 slides only. Now I'll invite you to show the slides. Mapui.
Hello. Am I audible?
Yeah, can you please show the slide?
Actually, yeah. Before I come it's entrepreneur, our regional has said we are hello.
Sir, may I please request you mute?
Hello. Am I audible?
Yes. Yes. We can hear you.
Okay. Entrepreneur who cannot compete with the DC. Then can but doing a front line like MSME to jam loan to jam at insurance. Awareness can be the any longer where I have done in a front line better than what the can be over on to we don't look really. Kung ahem kam office si, kung ang regional manager nila kan may babut lang regional officer kan ko Mizoram State Bank sombrilla pa kung wala. Ila suwarin ako propsiyan kung po kanila. Kung ya suwarin mingon pan wala. Hindi kanin buwam na niya. Pante kan dire na. Ano yung sa kung mo yan. Amaro chin chin ang salita kan kan dugara chu ang project rock to it. Mga kanila na to ang project ko at kan. Kiyang mamila ang kim A to Z coming to including in Bingula, to me as a man, in the whole the they have doing. It's in running orange requested me to give presentation on this customer service, but actually today is KYC, know your customer, that is being shared with all the public town hall meeting across the country today by State Bank of India. So I will just go through one slide regarding know your customer. This issue is very, very important because recently many of some of our customers were being blocked by some miscreant with this SMS and all this in boom na mo. Kami akan KYC point mo So can I share this slide? Like this. So this is our slide. I will go through not in detail, but only the highlight points. Know your customer is very important in the bank, and you can see that the importance of know your customer is to identify the customer and for fraud prevention and for periodic update is required and to avoid fictitious account. And above all, it is RBI guidelines for this updation of KYC. Then these are the documents required for KYC for opening of account. There are officially valid documents, OBDs for current account or even for savings bank account. Say like for entrepreneur, the most important thing is that they have to have a current account for their business. So these are the OBD, passport, proof of possession of other number, other card, and then for a smaller class of people, there is a job card issued by NGA that also is accepted. This know your customer, the importance is importance of updation of this KYC. Now the guideline is that each and every customer has to update KYC according to their criteria given by category given by the banks. Some people like in the high risk level, they have to update their KYC after every 2 years. So bank will keep on calling them for requesting them to submit their officially valid documents along with their address proof. And the second class will be after 8 years. And the lowest class means the lowest risk class after 10 years. So many of us, like those who attend this webinar, also might receive a call from the bank to submit this KYC. And then some people might say, oh, this call has come so frequently, why? So this is the guidelines for updation of KYC. And the importance is that customers' address, mobile number, email ID, occupation, this can undergo changes due to various reasons, like changing of workplace and some other issues also. And to update KYC, we have received many questions that can a bank customer, update this KYC online? At this moment, KYC updation is being done by the customer at the bank. Not only, now it is possible to update KYC at one home branch also, but it has to be done at the branch because the branch official has to verify the genuineness of the OVD that has been submitted. And then document one of the OVD along with one photograph and one form. There will be a specific form that will be provided by the bank for updation of KYC. This is very important, updating of mobile number, email number. Registering mobile number and email ID helps customers in keeping track of all the transactions that have taken place. And here we have highlighted one digital product that is mobile apps that is SBI Quick for SBI customer for accessing their balance and query, mini statement, checking request, which they can do in the palm of their hands. And for availing digital banking, internet banking facilities, it is important to have mobile number registered.
Mapui, let me intervene. This is the area where it is very, very important. I just want to advise all these good customers. This is very, very important, not only for State Bank, for other banks also as well, because mobile number, especially Mizos, are very fond of shortcuts or backdoor entry. But here we should not go for shortcuts or backdoor entry. What bank has laid down the system and procedure, we need to follow as a customer because this is our own. Suppose if someone changes your customer, that's a mobile number with their own mobile number, then they can get they'll get all the OTPs and then everything, whatever transaction OTP, they'll receive it from their mobile. That's why we need to verify that my mobile number is registered. My mobile number which I'm holding with my hand is registered with the bank. This is very, very important. This area we cannot go for any shortcut or just by calling the bank that this is my number and then you need to change it. Not that, because there is a proper format. We have to go to the bank and we have to ensure that my correct phone number has been keyed and then register in the bank. This is very, very important. And then bank staff also should take utmost care. He should call suppose you want to change your mobile number in the bank register. Then if you approach the bank, has responded or not. You call the new number also, whether the number is really that. This is very, very important to and then the cybercrime. Okay, go on.
Yes. Now the benefit of registering our mobile number is here. 5 easy steps to know your last balance and last 5 transactions just by giving a call. Here you can call our customer contact center. But here it has to be based. The number you have used to call the call center has to be registered in your account. So when you call our customer contact center, then you select the language and then select one for registering number-based services, select one to know your balance and last 5 transactions, and then you will get immediately you get your last balance and last 5 transactions in SMS. So that is the benefit of registering the mobile in our account. And here, password. This is very important. Keep yourself strong and password stronger. Recently, we have come across some miscreants calling our customer and asking them to download some mobile apps from this Play Store, and then asking them to register, and then after that, the other party took control of that mobile, and then at the initial time of registration, the customer, they ask them to share each and every information, like username, password, this and that. And then even OTP that comes to their mobile also has been shared with the miscreant. So in a short while, these people are taking out lots of money from the party's account, the customer account, without his knowledge, because they have the control of their mobile from their own mobile. So we have to have a strong password. Plus, we should not share our password, especially in internet banking, mobile banking. We should not share our password with anyone. And here we want to reiterate that bank never asks for password to any of our customers. So if anyone is asking you, please ignore them and don't entertain them. This is very important. Please update your current mobile number and email ID with your bank. And this has to be done at the branch. To avoid missing out OTP PIN activation message, and to avoid missing out your account statement and our important communication. To update your details, go online, log into internet banking. This is for updating your personal details. But for updating your mobile number and email ID, you have to visit your nearest branch and submit a request to update your mobile, and after due verification only, that your mobile number and email will be updated in the system. Now, here, go cashless with Cash. We are trying to popularize this very, very good application where with Cash application, you can withdraw cash from ATM without using your ATM card. A short video and documentary also has been produced by us with the help of one reporter. His name is Kumara, a PS reporter, and he has uploaded in his YouTube channel also how to register for this Cash. This is very convenient and secure and safe application, and where you can withdraw cash up to 20,000 in a day from ATM without using, without using this ATM card. I request each and every participants to go through that YouTube video clip that we have shared with Puvana's YouTube channel, and go involved for this, cash withdrawal. It is very convenient. Nowadays, the new ATM reads not the magnetic strip, but this, what do you call, microchip that is being embedded at the front page of the front side of the ATM card. So it took very long to access ATM while it reads that microchips, the details that embedded in the microchips. But Cash is very fast, and you will be spending less time in Cash. So this is the presentation, and thank you for being with us. Now, I will request our RX, Regional Manager, to speak about and conclude this KYC presentation. I think we know that the importance of this KYC because KYC is the most important area because we need to because banks should be able to identify us, and then that impersonation or anything that to prevent this cyber fraud and all those things. This KYC is very important, and then that we have shown in the slide that high risk, medium risk, and low risk. Normally, high risk are that politically exposed people, and then charity, all those things, NGOs are coming under high risk. But in the meantime, I can also come under high risk as individual. Most of the cases, low risk, which needs to be updated every 10 years. But I can also, as individual, I can also come under high risk because that bank has to give at the time of opening account, bank has to give that transaction threshold. If that transaction threshold, suppose they have given that 3 months of my income, that's a 3 lakh as transaction threshold. But when my actual transaction is much more than 3 lakh, then I can become high risk. So with my valid income, then I can change that threshold limit. So likewise, that MSME-Amid will see the transaction, will view the transaction all the time, and then from there, that risk category will be automatically picked up. Likewise, because you need to update the KYC as per that interval, specific interval, 8 years, 2 years, 8 years, and 10 years. So this is what for every bank and for our own safety, this KYC is very important, and banks are very cheap. And then I just want to request you not to say that these banks are very strict, but this is better for all of us, and then for our own safety also. This is very important. Nowadays, this fraudsters are very smart, and then technologically they are very good. So we need to we also need to be very careful. Nowadays, many people have asked to download to install some application in their mobile. After installation, they took control of their account. So they have taken out 6 lakhs, some are 7 lakhs, some are 10 lakhs, like this. So many frauds have happened in very recently within this month only. So all those things, I don't know that these people are thinking new ways how to defraud the bank, this account holders. So we also need to apply with whatever this bank is giving, and then that will be our own safety only. So thank you for being with us for such a long time. We have had discussion for a long time, and then so many things have been discussed. So again, today's discussion is very beautiful. So many young and then serious entrepreneurs speaking out their views and then their concerns. We also noted down what are the concerns right, and then what are the main point of discussion, and then I'm expecting that we should give us again the video report of this discussion. So we'll also look into it again, and then but this what I want to request is that we are very serious in this doing the financing to the people who are deserving, and then who are serious, and then this CD ratio we have discussed, it is also very low. It is less than 40 in Mizoram. Now normally the desired level is around 60-70%. So there is a lot of gap on CD ratio also. That also will need to be focused. This is very important because whatever deposit people have made within the state, that maximum of it has to go to the state people for the upliftment of the state economy, and then upliftment of the people, general people. So this piggery farm or poultry farm or fishery farm or crop or manufacturing unit or MSME, anything, whatever it may be. If we are really want to do it, and then we are serious, and then we can approach the bank. Like I said, don't just simply give up. If bank does not want to give you, then also you go to all the banks have mechanism for raising our voices. So let's utilize all these things, and then don't afraid of complaining about the misbehavior of staff or anything or any. All those things are also there. Because together we can make the economy of the state. No, otherwise, it is very, very important. Prime Minister has announced 20 lakh for package, but that all has to go through the banking finance only. There will not be any grants or any assistance as such. It will be through banking finance only. That also using the all the schemes, running schemes, bank is using. Collateral free loan, everyone is taking everything. We are sanctioning collateral free loan, maybe big or small. So if we are really serious, but only collateral free loan will not help us. No, according to our requirement, it may be a mortgage loan also, it may be collateral free also. So those things needs to be discussed with the bank. What is the actual requirement for that? So thank you for hearing us through a long session. So thank you.
We'll give it back to our moderator.
Thank you so much, Sankima and Pumapuya. Hello.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, Umalim, are you still going to be taking the session, or the session is over for the customer service?
So if they want to ask anything, then we can give answer. But otherwise, you can stop it.
Yeah. Is there any question regarding anything you want to know about the SBI? Okay, Pumapui, let me just ask you one question. Okay, there was one question which was coming previously from the entrepreneurs regarding how to start. I mean, like, is there any kind of what to say, a loan maybe for a new venture loans where they can avail for those what to say, small enterprise like a poultry or something like that, where there is no collateral or any kind of mortgage?
That there are many schemes, small or big. There are many schemes that can be taken by the customer. Only thing is that the project should be viable.
Okay.
Otherwise, there are so many schemes. No, that's what they need to sit with the bank and then start and then arrange for the perfect schemes, which is switching back. No. These are right from 50,000, 10,000, 50,000 to 5 crores, 2 crores, 3 crores. That is
Actually, this is standard India scheme for that kind of startup. What is called the guidelines also says standard India is for greenfield project. This project is something like new venture. So this standard India earlier is for startup, but this scheme really.
We are not able to hear you properly. The voice is so distant, actually.
Hello. Hello, can you hear?
Somehow the voice can be here, but it's not clear. There are some noise.
Maybe no, that signal is not very good. That's the reason. Anyway, that startup India is starting from like loans above 10 lakh. That startup India up to 1 crore. That is mainly for the new venture. But others are also there. Less than that also is there.
And then one more question is coming in from Zhou Hangzhou. To know more about the different schemes, do we have to go to the bank and inquire, or we have to find it out ourselves online? If instead we go to the bank, who do we have to meet?
It's up to him. He can approach the bank also. He can search online also. Everything is there in online also. And then if he wants not one-to-one contact, then he can bank also.
Okay, thank you very much. So I think we are done with the question now, and then it's a very, very long webinar. I think most of us will be tired also. I think we are coming to the conclusions of our this webinar on these financial options, and most of our participants, I do hope that it's a very knowledge gaining webinar which the Young Indians has been organizing, and we thanks to every of our participants who have been waiting and listening it patiently, and also to our speakers who have given their most valuable time in giving us all those kinds of sourceful knowledge. We are so happy, especially to the EDC, Planning and Program Implementation, and for supporting us, and to this SBI, who has been our partner for this program, and also Zonet. We will be playing back this entire program in the YouTube of Zonet channel, and also to Mr. Sohan Lal from the MSME, and Mr. Jimmy from MRB, and from SIDBI also, Mr. Mina and Mr. Vikash has been staying with us, and also to our Young Indians member. They are all supportive. Thanks. I mean, like, without you all, this program will not be a success at all. So thanks to everyone. I think we can close our webinar.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, everyone.